sides to every story. My name is Casey, and tonight we're going to be playing some Free League, The Walking Dead, assuming I've hit all the buttons properly, which I'm waiting to see a little refresh happen up here, because the stream doesn't appear to have started yet for me. There we go. Awesome. I got a couple of announcements. The first one is going to be congratulations to Lyra on her birthday. Happy to have it out there. And the players are benefiting from this because we have a boon for the PCs and a boon for the DM. And can someone else confirm that they can see the video? Because I don't see video yet.
I
Yeah,
see it.
I see it.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry. My Twitch was just taking a couple of refresh attempts. Sorry about that, everybody. Along with that, we have our Discord that we do invite everyone to join. If you wish to be wished happy birthday, swing by the Discord and come hang out. We'll be happy to celebrate your birthday as well. Along with that, we play a bunch of games of all different sorts. Free League Fridays is an ongoing set, and we'll probably be opening up some of the Free League games for people who'd like to join in as we move forward a bit. I am currently recruiting for a campaign that will be starting up in May to play with Vecna's Eve of Ruin, I think is the name of that one. That's coming out for 5e. And we've got other stuff that is gathering as well. So if you're interested in playing some games, come on down, hang out, and we'll have some fun. Also got some movie watching and other stuff going on. But tonight we're playing The Walking Dead and the things that have happened so far. It is springtime. We are in the northern New Yorky area, and the party survived the last 2 winters by holing up in a small lodge, surviving primarily on scavenging goods. This spring, they've decided to undertake doing some farming themselves to become a bit self-sufficient. They encountered a trio of army survivors who had encountered a booby trap, taking a shotgun to the belly. They worked well with them, providing some emergency first aid, and now they've done a medicine run down to a hospital a couple of miles south to recover some antibiotics, painkillers, that sort of thing. And things seem to be going well. We'll have the party introduce themselves in just a second, but our primary other survivors, we had Abigail and Anthony. They were with these survivors the whole time. Abigail's a local farmer, and her family actually owns the Wild Work farm that they've now settled into. We've got Anthony, who is a school teacher and has been kind of hooked up with Abigail this time, spending the end days together. He's a little bit more of a planner and has been sort of laying out copious notes and plans and striving to gather information from there. Bobby was a childhood friend of Tabitha's and a little bit of a local rogue. Spends time boxing with Tabitha and doing his best to have Tabitha not put him on his butt in front of Melissa, who is a author who is basically got stuck in the area and wintered with the survivors as well. Last in the group, Robert Young, who is the brother of Charlie Young, who is played by Dawson. So younger brother Robert is eager to be no longer considered the baby of the group. Give me a gun, give me a hatchet, let me out, and I'll take care of some of those Walking Dead that are out there. But he's being a little sheltered, as is Bobby. Charlie protecting Robert, Abigail trying to keep Bobby back. And that is the crew of the survivors that have been here the whole time. Roger, Kit, and Gunther were the 3 soldiers who showed up a little bit more recently, just in the last week or 2. Gunther is the one who got shot in the belly there with a spring-loaded trap on some supplies. That's the group that we know so far. So now let's go ahead and ask the party members to introduce themselves. And as they do, I'm going to ask, does anyone want to give the dearly departed introduction to think about somebody who has been lost either recently or in the past that might be affecting their character? We've had one or two of these so far, so hopefully we've got one or two volunteers who haven't spoken yet. Would anybody like their dearly departed speech that they can make up on the fly, and they can't be wrong because it's their history? All right, there's an XP in it for you. No volunteers? Feeling shy?
I got nothing.
Okay. All right, no dearly departed for the moment. We'll have to wait until we've killed
I'll
off some
do it.
players. And you know what that or
I'll do it
players?
again.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. I have it in the book. If things have been talking too well and we don't have enough to do, shoot an NPC in the head. It's right there in the rules. So we know what's coming. So let's talk about things that have been happening. The survivors have been working to fortify the farm. Roger and Kit have been put on fence duty, so they've been out there working, digging holes, driving in fence posts, running some wire between them. They'll come back and reinforce that later, but basically establishing a perimeter primarily around the house and then building out from there. We've got Abigail and Bobby and Robert that have been primarily assigned to farm duty. They're getting some plants into some of the greenhouses that they were there. And the main group, Tabitha, Charlie, and Red, had just gone out on a medical run. On their way back, I believe they encountered a very heavily fortified library and suffered a little bit of damage to Charlie's motorcycle. Woke up a couple of walkers, had to deal with those, and are now back at the farm. And it's going to be 3-4 days, and then we're going to skip together a week or 3 after that. So I'll be asking each of the characters to introduce themselves and then give me an idea as to what happened over the course of that week that has passed that helped you blow off the steam, come down from the anxiety, get rid of those stress dice that bring the dangerous zombie dice in there. Do I need to roll a die to say who goes first, or do we have a volunteer to tell me what's been happening in the week since you got back?
I'll volunteer for this one.
Tabitha is volunteering. Okay.
I'm playing Tabitha. And I think that what she would do over the next week would probably be doing like her usual thing, which is probably like doing some sparring with Charlie and or Bobby Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Like just kind of literally punching out the stress. Besides doing that, she would probably put some more focus on like helping out around the farm, because something I do remember from last time is how we're like, okay, we're helping out, medical run, and then we left the farm. So she would she would take time between her sparring boxing practice to probably help out with the fence. I'd say is helping with the fence.
Sure. Roger and Kit are very happy for the help. And I would say you are getting a definite feel that they are, politely inquiring as to your interest in them. Roger's a bit on the
Right.
Roger's a bit on the direct side. He's kind of like so you feeling anything? We got is there a spark there? Kit's a little more on the, I don't know if it's charming or shy side, but that's kind of the two you've got there. At the same time, you get the impression that maybe they're also like, well, if not you, how about Melissa?
She's like, I don't know. I don't know you guys yet, so we'll just see how things go. Melissa will probably be a hard pick, not gonna lie. She carries pepper spray.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. So don't scare her. But she would probably be like, she's not necessarily looking for anything right now, but if something blossoms, cool. But
Sure.
she just met them. Like
Yeah, not a
she's not
problem.
looking for yeah.
And they seem to be fairly decent about it, and they're like, all right, yeah, absolutely, but at the same time, duck, and then when you're sparring.
Yeah.
So that's kind of going on. Charlie, Red, Jude, what have you been doing to blow off steam in this last week or so?
I'm gonna say that Jude has first off just been keeping an eye on the newcomers, kind of seeing how they're getting along with the rest of the group. But I think he will more often than not go up to Melissa and just like mention how well Red did on our mission. He's gonna just talk up Red as much as he can to Melissa. Tell her about how in the face of danger, Red was there, put his life on the line multiple times to get these supplies back to these people. He's a goddamn hero. That's what he's gonna say.
Sure.
He's just gonna like talk him up like to the extreme, and all these things I guess were real, but like it kind of did happen. But
yeah,
we wouldn't have been able to get him without Red there.
It definitely did happen. But what I'm going to ask is, this sounds like something that could have an effect on the dynamics of the group. So I will ask, are you putting your force of will behind it? Would you like to make a manipulation roll?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'm trying to help out Red.
So that'll be empathy plus manipulation. Yeah. You would like to see 6s.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if I have anything that can help me with this. I don't think so. Here we go. Yay! What's success? Well,
that's a success. So I think Melissa's like, he has. I did sense something about him. He's very well read and considerate. It's good to see he's got that little bit of adventurousness in him. Because I think Melissa and Red had already spent some time talking about their collective works. Both of them have writing backgrounds or screenplay backgrounds. So, yeah, so excellent. He can do his own stunts. I think she, warms up a little bit there, and maybe even shelters behind Red to the advances of Roger Kit, and maybe causing a little friction there with Bobby, who also has expressed some interest in Melissa, seeing that little bit of talking up happen. Jude, anything else?
I would say that's about it.
Okay.
He's, like I said, he's just keeping an eye on all the newcomers still.
Sure.
But other than that,
awesome.
Meaningfully, I think he wanted to just be a good wingman for his best bud, Red.
You got it. Now, Red or Charlie, would you like to follow up on what you've been doing for this week?
Well, I have been rehabilitating. It's not just my body that has been reclaimed, but my vocabulary. I have been spending some time with my burgeoning language and trying to find new vocabulary to express my voice and my words. And so that I will not be so afraid to speak my mind, but I'll have a colorful palette of terminology to express myself fully to the best of my ability with my comrades and Melissa. And with that in mind, Bobby can suck it.
Bobby can suck it. Which, of course,
is that because you
what
picked
the
up the
kids say.
source?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been reading the thesaurus.
Been reading a thesaurus. Sounds good. On that note, Red, with that new lexicon that you've acquired, are you also, trying to talk Bobby down, which I think would be maybe another manipulation set, or maybe even a leadership there.
Oh yeah, we'll give him a leadership. We'll be like, kind of a know your place kind of.
Okay, find your place in the group as compared to a direct set there. So leadership will be empathy plus leadership to get Bobby more on board with what his role is at this point. 0 successes. So what that means is you would not be able to convince Bobby to kind of fall in line, and in fact, no one will, unless you'd like to try and push this roll, in which case you
Gotta
get an
push this
extra
one.
reroll with a stress die. Extra reroll with a stress die goes very well. 3 successes, and you have acquired a stress to carry you forward. What stressed you out about it, though?
Because I was using the wrong words. I knew the things that I was saying was ridiculous, but I carried it with confidence and pushed through. And I think the message was received.
Got it. So, maybe it was the suck it, suck what, and you're just like, exactly. But it managed to pull it through. Bobby has kind of fallen back into his place, not quite allowing himself to be coddled by the group, but understanding he doesn't have the experience to be out there just yet. And maybe he's a little bit outclassed, in the pursuit of Melissa. That'll then bring us around to Charlie. Charlie, what do we got there?
I'd say for much of it, much like the person who lives back in the woods having that one project vehicle it's currently him in probably the shed that's like just like outside the barn.
Mhm.
A lot of exasperated, vulgar language coming as he's trying to take apart this damn motorcycle that he wrecked. And it's like, God damn it, the fucking hose is gone, son of a bitch. Like it's a lot of that as someone's walking by, it's a lot of him complaining that he wrecked his vehicle.
Okay.
And just like making a list is like, I gotta run the town, gotta get this thing, that. Ah.
So that is excellent as to what you're doing. The one thing with The Walking Dead, though, in order to relieve stress, you have to involve someone else. So who's out there either in your face and causing you issues, or helping you with the work? Who are you pulling in with this repair?
It's very important to teach the younger generations to fix your mistakes and have them hopefully do something a little better with it.
Okay.
So I'm pulling the kid brother in and saying, listen, you're going to hate every moment of this, but it's good for you. Just know that this could save your life one day, because it helps me, but it's still a very dangerous world out there. Learning how to fix a carburetor, learn what a carburetor is, it's probably going to help you.
You got it. And he sort of looks at it and he's like, pretty sure that's a direct injection, buddy, but, if you want to call it a carburetor, that's fine. But let's find out which one of you are right. How about a wits plus a tech roll? And this is to successfully do some repairs on that motorcycle.
So if you attach this hose to this part of the vehicle, and hopefully with a little bit of duct tape, it should stop leaking.
And it does. You have managed to repair the motorcycle. You've sacrificed some of the equipment that was around, so those tractors aren't going to be running anytime soon. You'll need some more supplies for that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure that they were up to, running order at the moment anyway. So, along with those things that are going on, we've got the fences being built, we've got the plants happening, and we've got Gunter, who is recovering from having been shot. You all brought back a big pile of medicine. Basically, you managed to clear out the pharmacy itself. Would you like to assist Gunter by taking the endure roll that we would have the party making to kind of help him recover, get through everything, everybody pitching in? Or would you like him to do that himself?
You said an endure roll?
An
So
endure
that-
roll, which
yeah.
would be a strength plus endure.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I think I have an 8 endure.
Oh wow.
It's either you or me because I have
Yeah.
a 7 and you got the 8.
Yeah.
I
And
could
there's
do
one
it
thing
if
that
you
we
like.
can throw if someone else would like to take the time to kind of coach and leadership. Successes on a leadership role can help with the endure if someone would like to do a leadership role.
Can I threaten them into doing a good job?
Not so much in
Heal
this case.
faster.
If you don't do this right, you're gonna get slapped.
I mean, you can definitely try that. I'm not sure if it's going to be effective.
No, we don't need to.
Could I argue for a medicine roll?
Sure, you could argue
not
for a
really.
medicine roll.
Okay. I'll help with a medicine roll.
Yeah, okay, so let's go a medicine first. That'll give us any boosts or boons we got there. This one is not a critical roll. There is one extra success there, so going into it, we've got one success. Can I see the endure roll? 2 successes there, 3 altogether. Gunter is not going to be recovering immediately. He's going to have trouble carrying things, going to have trouble moving around, stuff like that. But he's not being over-medicated, under-medicated, stressed out, things like that. So you'll be avoiding infections as we move forward. So no real extra threat there. We've established food. We have a good fuel source. We've got some oil and some diesel and gasoline in those canisters that Red had found earlier. We've got some defenses going up. Walkers are down in the town, so for a week, going into another week, almost a month goes by, and things are starting to run smooth. Little potato plants are starting to sprout up. Abigail's saying that's kind of what they should do. The weather is finally starting to warm up a little bit. You're fully out of winter at this point. Snow's all gone. You're getting light rains instead of light snows. Some birds have actually come out. You see little flowers poking out here and there. You're going to have to deal with the dead. And so it's an ongoing thing. 3, 4, 5 of them a day, depending on how much noise you're making. On days when you're trying to fire up that motorcycle Charlie, there'll be a small horde of them coming across the bridge that you got to deal with, as you get the rung 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 going on. Who's mostly in charge of getting out there and putting them down? I'll say Robert and Bobby are all about it. They would like to be let off the leash. Right now, they're willing to fall in line for you. But, come on, 3 of them.
I know Tabitha would probably offer, because that appears to be what she's good at, is her strength. So, I know but I offered to do it with the help with the fence. Would I be? I don't know. Anyway,
Okay. We're going to say one or the other. This is where we're focusing our times.
That's fair. I'll focus on the fence because that's what I said initially.
I would go out there and take care of the walkers with my bow.
Bow?
Yeah, if it's possible, even though I made that medicine roll earlier.
Oh yeah, that was more of a kind of a one-time set. So
yeah, I'd go out there and I would maybe look to. You said that it's Bobby and
Robert.
Is who?
Bobby and Robert. So it's Abigail's son and then Charlie's younger brother, kind of the 2 youngsters of the group. Bobby's not too much younger than Tabitha, but he's definitely immature.
Yeah.
If that I forgot that that's still my brother's name was little Robert, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Bobby is Abigail's son.
There's 2
Robert
Bobs.
Yeah, Robert is Charlie's.
I'm gonna go and ask. I would ask Chuck. Hey there, Chuck. Your kid brother keeps on asking, bugging me to go out. I think
I will handle with him.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if he's got to learn, and if he's gonna learn, now would be the time. I mean, around the area where you want him to learn how to do it. There, Chuck. But
you kind of like see him like stammer back and forth, kicks the tire of the motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking. This would come to this, but
You're going out there with us, of course.
Well, you're going. Wait,
Yeah.
who's all going?
Me and little Bobby and little
Yeah.
Robert and Bobby
You're gonna
keeps on bugging us, but I
Bobby's
was
gonna go.
kinda-
That guy doesn't even know left from right.
well, no, I didn't say yeah. I didn't say that. I said we're gonna. I didn't ask Red yet, but he looks a little busy.
Do you know how many times he's got knocked on his ass? I wouldn't trust him from as far as I could throw him.
I mean, it might be a test, is what I'm thinking. I mean, if they can't do it. They can't do it.
All right, I'll go.
Sure. So yes,
So
the two
Jude,
NPCs and us.
Jude and Charlie, Bobby and Robert, all four of them are heading out.
Yes, I would let the
Yeah.
other group know, and of course, I'd ask Red if he wanted to go, but I wouldn't. I'd let him know kind of the plan. I
Take
think-
Bobby. Are you going to take Bobby? You should take
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah. We'll keep him busy.
Sure.
It's gonna kind of give me a wink.
So, this is basically, almost daily occurrence. You're going to go out, you're going to, walk the fences, you're going to go check down by the bridge, make sure there are none in the woods, kind of do that patrol to ensure no surprises happen. If you're not doing anything particularly adventuresome, that's just going to be the way the days pass. If you're going to be doing something like poking your head into places that haven't been checked out yet, looking for loot, doing other investigations, we might have other roles. Is this going to just be, hey, we walk out, you shoot them from a distance, Bobby and Robert are like, are we going to get a chance for a shot here? Can I get that bow from you?
I'll hold on. First day, I will kill the zombie.
Okay.
I'll go over there and prop him up on a post, and then give them the bow and have them shoot at him from the post. See if they could hit him or not.
Sure.
First,
So you go over and you head out there. You take your shot. You're a pretty good shot. They don't really move around too much. You can walk up close enough that you're not going to miss and knock them down. And the dead that happen to be there is probably somewhere between 16 and 25 year old woman. She's dressed and has got like spiked wristbands on. She was wearing a lot of sort of like a leather coat, sort of a punk outfit, but she's burned. Like a good portion of her body is burned. The leather's kind of crispy on one side, and she was walking along then you knock her down, you post her back up, take the arrow out, give it over to the others.
Yeah, I want to say first you got to be able to. I want to see both of you go in and shoot that thing. Not moving now, but you got to separate yourself from what you're seeing. You got to take them down either way. It's you or them. It's us or them. And by God, it's never going to be us. You got it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got this. Kind of lines up, shot goes a bit stray. He's like, maybe gotta aim a little more, and he kind of sets it back, and they go off and they fetch an arrow, come back in again. They take a couple of shots, eventually they get kind of on the mark, but they don't seem to have a good feel for this. It's not something that they've done a lot of hunting with these sort of things before. Eventually, like, wouldn't it be just the same to just sort of like, and he kind of walks up and he's got the wrench, tire iron, excuse me, that they were using. Is like, kind of looks, it takes a few seconds to kind of build up, and then just See, he kind of leans back, maybe squints a little bit to distort what he's seeing, runs forward and pock. Gives it a hit. He's like, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Who is that? That's Bobby?
That was Robert, because Robert was the one helping Charlie with the work. He had the tire iron that they were using in the
Okay.
work there.
I'd kind of look back and like, well, what do you think, Chuck? Is that how it's done?
Too less with the squinting. You need to see what you're swinging at. Can't see, it's not going to help you anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Do
Bobby's-
it again.
Go it again.
Do it again.
He's sort of like looks at it, keeps his eye open, gives it a hit, gives it another hit, kind of like looks at it, reverses it so he's holding the kind of the wrench end. He's got the pointy end, kind of gives it a stab. It's like, yeah, no big deal. It looks a bit on edge, but
Again.
yeah. I mean, they're gonna
And he's
stay
gonna
down
keep-
after this.
And he's going to keep saying again and again and again.
And he's like, eh. And at this point, Bobby's also sitting there. He's like, oh. You see his little something's coming up there. He's like, all right, you sure that's really necessary? I mean, come on.
Isn't this what you want to do?
You don't got a stomach for it. There's some seeds back there. There's some potatoes that need to be planted.
Look, come on. Hitting them while they're moving's one thing. Kicking them while they're down, that's just.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
If you can't handle this as is right now, what makes you think you can handle it later?
I mean, we gotta though.
Once again, can you handle it right now? Do you think you can? From what I've seen, no.
And I'm gonna ask, are you encouraging him, or are you actually cutting him down? Do you want him to fail, or do you want him to push past it? What is your motivation on that one?
Oh boy, for this fucking guy?
Yeah. For Bobby, Abigail's son. Tabitha's friend?
I would say it's more of the drill sergeant's tough love.
Tough love. Okay, so
Or like kind of like, you know, the criminal's like, if you don't got what it takes, don't even bother trying it.
Okay. Give me let's go with a manipulation on that one.
Manipulation. Alright, so we're not considered as threatening somebody. Just making sure.
You could threaten him if you you can make this a threat.
I have a thing called threatening posture, which is I can use force instead of manipulation when you threaten someone.
I mean, that sounded like a threat to me. That was why I was asking, because either you're building him up so that he breaks and then gets past it, or you're gonna actually break him. But it is definitely a threat, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Nothing?
Nothing. So
Oh no.
Bobby's like, he's kind of stuck in fight or flight. He's locked up a little bit. He's not going to be able to break through this and be effective when it needs to be, unless we can give him a rush here. He's gonna have hesitations in him still. He hasn't in cold blood just whooped on one of these yet. He's fought him, but it was surprise, it was instinct, it was reaction. To actually say, I'm gonna just walk up behind one and pop it. Do you want to risk some stress?
For this guy? No.
All right. Bobby he just can't. And Robert sort of looks over him like, what? Bobby's like, hey.
Yeah.
Try not to hit girls
Yeah.
that can't hit me back. All right, whatever. And he's trying to just like blow it off, but you can see he's He's already had to swallow some. He's not handling this really well. Chuck Jude?
Hmm. We got that's all you got. Looks like you're done here, huh? Better head back and help with the gate.
Bobby flips you off. He's like, whatever. I get one when it's a threat. And he kind of stomps off, angry like. You can see him off in the distance. He heads over to where uh, Tabitha is. You can hear him bitching about you all, across the field. Tabitha, you get an earful on that one. Come on. What the hell is that? That's not a fight. You know I'm good for a fight, right, Tabs?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean,
Still gotta practice. That's what we do.
kind
You'll get better.
of worried about those two. I mean, just beating the crap out of some girl.
No, it's dead, right?
Yeah, but still.
She's dead. She's not there anymore. It helps to think when the dead is dead, there's nothing there anymore.
Still seemed excessive.
It doesn't feel right. I'll give you that. It definitely does not feel right. But if it's between me and that, I'm going to save me or you or them, not that.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
wanna get mad at
no.
things.
Like if Jude hadn't shot it first, and then Robert was there just wailing away on it, poking her in the face with that tire iron, I would have had no trouble. I mean, I'm good in fight. That wasn't a fight though. That was just beating up a
It's
corpse.
practice. Like when we're practicing, I don't go and get like spiked knuckles and start beating on you with practice. Like
Feels
that's
like it sometimes
practice,
though.
so you don't hurt yourself. Well, okay, when I'm really annoyed, sure. But it's just so like when you're out there, like yeah, like you can't always rely on surprise. Like it can help you, but it might lead to panic, and you don't want to panic. Panic leads to bad things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna panic. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Okay.
And so,
I'd give it another try. Just saying, just give it another try.
yeah, oh yeah. I'll go find one that's still got a little fight in it. Makes it,
Not by yourself.
Do that.
rough. So, Bobby's blowing off steam with Tabitha. That's kind of their thing. Charlie and Jude continue their patrol with Robert. They clear out one or two more and come back in. That becomes kind of the pattern.
How was Robert doing? How
Uh,
did he do?
he did okay. So he seems like he's holding together. This isn't something he's skilled at. He's having trouble getting the hand-eye coordination of the bow. I forget. It's a crossbow or an actual bow for you?
Bow.
It's an actual bow. So he's
Yeah.
probably taken a couple of shots, and he's got like that big red bruise on his arm because he held it wrong and twanged his own
Mhm.
arm. He's like, he'll need some more practice in a live fire situation. You've probably, taught him on a target, but like, all right, I'm gonna look, bang, kind of sting, sort of thing. But once he got the tire iron in his hand, he can hit a non-moving target. I don't know that you would want him facing a horde on his own right now, but as an extra set of eyes, he does okay. Points out where things are, and he's like, "All right, yeah, okay. I'll hold the hubcap with the lug nuts in it for you, Charlie. Thanks for taking me out. Appreciate it."
Frankly, I'm surprised you're better than older Bobby of sorts.
Come on, he's fucking from the suburbs or a farm. What does he know about tough?
That's right. The main streets of New York
Main
are
streets of New
quite
York?
different.
Come on, man. Where'd
I'll
he
tell
be?
you what,
He
when-
wouldn't be getting on the subway. He'd just be standing in line waiting for somebody else to make space for him.
Probably.
So,
But he's got to learn eventually at some point. I'll tell you what, when things settle down a little bit more and we're more set up, I'll take you out a little bit of the ways, and I'll teach you how to shoot properly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand how to shoot, but yeah, a little extra target practice wouldn't hurt. And he's like,
And I mean really shoot.
yeah, I know. I know. All right. You made your point.
Go clean yourself off. You smell disgusting.
Just asshole. Walking away. Go cold water, wash off, get stuff done. As the days are passing, Tabitha, I think you're carrying the radio? Or who has the radio?
I want to say, yeah. Let me triple check the stuff.
Okay. I believe you have the radio, or whomever does. You notice towards midday each day, you get
The walkie-talkie.
the walkie-talkie. Yeah,
Okay.
the walkie-talkie that you have. Towards
Okay.
midday each day, you get interference on the walkie-talkie, as if somebody is holding down the button to talk for about 20 minutes, right around noontime, and then it goes away. And that's happened the last 2 or 3 days. The first time, probably when you noticed that your radio was acting up and you're checking in on it on the regular. That's one of the things that you had as a pattern to do. You've got your little charger, so it's not worried about battery. You're like, oh, hey, somebody's talking. And then you couldn't talk back because that channel was full.
Hmm.
And then it goes away and it comes back again. It's been happening about noon each day.
Hmm.
And hey, Infinite Monkey Tails? Infinite Monkey Tales, thanks for the raid. Happy to have you here. We're playing a little Walking Dead, and the party has just discovered that there's a little bit of radio static coming in regularly right around noon each day as they're trying to prepare their farm to sustain life in this aftermath. With that information, we're going to kick over to the next week's worth of stuff. What are you doing that next week? Fences are going up, plants are being planted. Any efforts that the party is undertaking? And the answer can be no. We can just cycle another week. You've got a lot of work to do.
What? Just out of curiosity, like, what is some of the stuff to do? Like, so I know, like, there's like the fence planting.
Sure.
Is there other?
Sure,
Jobs?
we've got fence, we've got planting. That's going to cover defense, and that's going to cover the food. So as far as your base establishment goes, those are the two big efforts to undertake. Beyond that would be going scouting, looking at what's going on in the rest of the world around you, and that's sort of a how intently focused do you want to be on getting your fences done and your farms up and running. The more you do other stuff, the longer that will take.
Gotcha.
I think I definitely would like to do some scouting.
Okay.
I would like to find a. I mean, obviously, like whatever I find, but specifically looking for, like a radio tower or a air traffic control, anything that could be maybe like co-opted into like a broadcast station with a bit of work.
Sure. So between Tabitha, who's a local, Abigail, who's a local, and Anthony, who likes the maps in the area, you would know that there is an airfield further north of here. It's about 40 miles north. There's a small airfield, and it is one of the airfields that is used for the much further north Olympic ski area that was set up for the Olympics several years ago. So there's a small airfield up there, private, so it would normally have a couple of airplanes, helicopter, that sort of stuff. What's there now? No real idea. But that would be the closest airfield. Cell towers are all over the place. So, you've got cell towers dotted all about the place. Radio stations, I don't know that anybody really knows where radio stations come from anymore. So that would take an actual scouting role to find a radio station. would you like to go searching about for radio stations?
Yeah, maybe check in with like maybe Jude, since he's my PC anchor, see if he'd be wanting to take a drive up there in the pizza delivery vehicle and take a look around.
He would agree. He would just kind of wonder why he was like what he's thinking. What benefit would that give us? He's like just wondering what your thoughts are on that.
Well, we're a bit isolated. It'd be kind of nice to tap in and see if there's more broadly news happening, or
Yep.
maybe be able to broadcast messages of our own to get in contact with people.
I think Jude would just say he'd be all for it as long as it was to gather information and not give any out. That's what he would want. I think that's what he would say.
Yeah, I think Red would probably say the reality of it is so far away that he hadn't even like really considered how, like, the logistics of like what you might do with it. He's been thinking more of like the tech side of how one might like set up a ham radio or whatever.
Well, I know you're a bit of a techie and whatnot, and I mean, if it'll make you happy and if it's something you think we need to do, then hell yeah, brother, I got your back. Also, how's it going with Melissa? Huh?
Good.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, I think I would say moderate to good.
Yeah, it's good. I was just wondering. I mean, I'm not doing anything to help you out. I just want to let you know it's all you. Whatever comes of it, it's all you. I just want to let you know that
You haven't been doing anything to help me out. Why?
I mean,
why not? I could use all the help I could get.
I meant I've been talking to her and telling her how much of a Billy badass you are. I did do that. I don't know if that
nice.
Nice. Oh, you wanted it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Been meaning to tell her that you're a bit shy and she should make the first move. You want me to tell her that? I should tell her that. Yeah. All right. I don't know. I don't know how well it'll even come off, but I'll try my best. Sure. Next time I see her,
I've been walking around with a lot of books under my arm.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that. You seem to just be going in circles with those things.
Too much.
Like, I thought you were trying to get a little like shoulder workout or something. I don't know.
Maybe just one book.
Yeah, one book. Yeah. The thesaurus, though. You probably don't carry that around. It's a bit weird. You're just walking around with a fucking thesaurus everywhere.
So as that's progressing, I don't know that I've heard Red say that he's attempting to move things to the next stage in their relationship. Melissa seems to be reasonably happy manipulating a series of meat shields in front of herself. Having Red and then Jude and then Kit and then Roger sort of all willing to take the bullet there. So the pursuits are, mutual in that she likes having a defensive line, and you seem to be willing to form up for her. We'll see how that goes as we move. But on the ham radio side of things, are we just going out driving?
Yeah, I think at least initially.
Okay. Sounds good. So that would be start me off with a mobility. And what we want to see on that mobility is a reasonably good success. And a success on the mobility means that we would have no real trouble moving around. So there will be some trouble moving around so far. That would mean you don't really get the expansive range that you would need. You're going to have bumping into trouble unless you're willing to push it and roll those dice with an extra stress to get you out there and moving around. And I'm going to
When
say,
does
good.
the stress recover?
Stress can be recovered by talking to one of your people with whom you have a relationship. Spending an hour
Okay.
chatting with somebody you have a relationship.
Okay, we'll push it.
Okay.
Oh,
You messed up. So normally messing up is something along the lines of damage to your vehicle, or something that would really hinder your ability to move around in your pizza vehicle in the future. Toss it back to you. What was the problem that you had?
mm, well, we're coming out of winter. There is no road maintenance or anything happening, and maybe I was getting a little too gabby with Jude talking about the Melissa thing that I missed like a pretty big pothole and just like went right through it and kind of bottomed out, did some damage to the undercarriage of the vehicle.
Okay. So
Now
I'm
we got
gonna
like a leak or something.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm going to say, bam, bam, pop tire, little leak going on, but you're a ways out at this point. I think you've at least crossed the bridge and made it down into town before that happened. So you guys are going to have to hoof it back, maybe come back and forth with a spare tire, or try and change the tire, get it running, limp home with it, something. Big pop tire goes bang, so noise happened. I think it is Jude and Red in the car. Bang! You're maybe 20 minutes walk, 5-minute drive from the farm. So you're across the bridge down into town a little bit. Row of houses on either side, little shops, that kind of stuff. You've been in and out of most of them. You don't see any dead at the moment, but you just made some noise, and now you're holding still. What's the plan from here?
You want to keep a lookout while I try to switch this out?
I'll do my best. You know how I
Alright.
am with finding things. I'm not really that great.
Can you change a tire?
Yeah. I've changed the tires. That tech is that what that is?
Tech would be wits plus tech.
He looks very unsure. You've gotten to know him, and you can tell he will say yes, but most of the time no.
All right, hold my assault rifle, and I will change the tire. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll try. If we see dead, I say we scoot back, get some help. 'Cause we can't leave this shit here.
yeah,
I mean, we come back with people to get this thing, but
it's okay.
Get the
It's
keys.
simple job.
yeah. You got the keys, right? You got
10
the
minutes.
keys. 10
I
minutes.
got the keys.
All right. Okay.
All
I
right.
got
So,
I'll try my best to look.
so let's
out.
start with the tech roll. Let's see if this is even going to be repairable. Give me a wits plus tech. Nice. One success. The stress is coming on, but it's not affecting you yet. It's going to take you, probably about 10 minutes. Get that tire off there, new tire out. You're running like a pit stop. This is going to be a high speed slap and dash. But are you having any trouble? How about Jude, that scout roll? Wits plus scout. If there's trouble, you'll seeing it blind unless you go ahead and give me a roll there. Oh no.
I forgot that we have a. Do we have boons? Damn
Yeah,
it.
there's a PC boon and a DM boon, but
Too
I
late.
don't think they
Oh.
got deployed.
Yeah.
So by the
I
time
keep
you're
on looking
done,
back.
you
I
get
keep on
packed
looking
up.
back. That's
keep
how you do it.
looking
Damn,
around, you're
that's what
looking
that's
around.
for.
Yeah.
But
Dad never showed you how to do this. I shouldn't ask.
Yeah,
about
I mean he
people's dads.
did. Yeah, it don't matter. Oh shit!
so you get in the car, you're ready to get back underway. You're on, 3 good wheels and the one donut that's looking a little squishy there. And Red, I think you noticed that over towards where the bridge is. So to get back to home base, there's a pretty good crowd of dead that has started coming out to investigate that. It's not too much the rest of the way, so you could continue on north, but getting home from here, I don't know that that's going to fly.
Let's just keep going where we're going. Let's just keep going where we're going. These guys will disperse.
Yeah, if you think so, yeah.
We can go 100 miles on a donut.
All right. Let me drive though. I'm gonna drive.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Jude takes over the wheel, starts to ease forward on it. We'll go ahead and make another mobility roll.
All right.
All right. You get off underway. You can see the dead are starting to crowd on behind, but you're pulling ahead. You're avoiding those potholes. Taking it maybe a little bit easy as you start heading north. As you're heading that way, Jude, you're driving, so I think that means Red, you'd have to be the one with your eyes peeled, looking around, trying to find, radio tower up there or something else. As you're hunting for it, things that I could think of that your character might think to do. You could try running up and down the radio dial to see if you're picking up any signals. That would mean there'd be power out there and an actual radio signal broadcasting. Looking around for antenna, something up there, big sign, KYZ radio. What are you doing?
I think just a visual.
Just a visual? Okay, go ahead and give me a scouting check. All right. You're driving. Eventually you do see, okay, okay, over there on that building, there's a little ham radio. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a little radio station out here, little relay station that picks up between the mountains so that it used to get broadcast when everybody was listening to FM and AM down here in the valley. It's got its own little call sign letters up there. Little squat box up on the hill. Little winding road heads up to it.
Let's go check that out. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, you want to get some? You want to just go up right now? You don't want to get some? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You can see like when it's just you and him, like he is a lot more not like the man.
Yeah, let's go. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We
yeah,
gotta let those guys kind of disperse back there anyway. We got time to kill.
Okay. Yeah, we could go. We'll go up. Yeah. I will never.
And can I have someone roll me a D66? So 2 D6s, read them from right to left, and let me know what the first number and the second number are.
Is this like exploration rolls?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've got physical dice. Is that okay? I don't know
However you
how
want to
to
roll
type
them.
it in.
Yeah, you can roll.
I just have them at my side already from Gary Con, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, here we go. 1 and 1, so I guess 11.
A 1 and a 1 is an 11. So as you are heading in that area, so
Sorry.
sorry, no, I didn't mean to laugh. The description was just good. The radio station itself has a flag hanging from the roof of it, and it's been spray painted. And you can see there was obviously some intent of a design there, primarily pink in color, but it must have been left out in the weather for at least the last year because the paint has basically peeled off of the fabric again, taking it with it. So you can see that, it was at one point, a big novelty like pirate flag that then got spray painted pink in some design, and now the paint is kind of chipped and is starting to fall off. Tattered flag hanging up over this radio station's main entryway.
Is there enough left to understand what that pink symbol overlaid over it is?
Not without going over to it and stretching it back out again. Like with the paint and the weather, it's kind of all crumpled up in on itself. if you went there and straightened it out, yeah, but from here, other than it's a pink mess, no.
Gotta know. I'm gonna go up and do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you head up to the building. It's kind of a squat, cinder bricky style building, 2 stories tall, and then a big radio antenna coming up the top. It's at the top of a fairly, good incline switchback, so that it's as close to the top of the mountain ridge as it can be to get good coverage in the area. It's got a KYZ radio. I think is what I said the call letters are. Missing one. One's fallen off. You'll never know what that one was. The parking lot has a couple of cars in it, and they look like they were parked, intentionally. And there's a lot of cars in this parking lot. It looks like it's fairly heavily parked in. None of the cars appear to be smashed up or, turned the wrong way. As you're heading up to it, it's got, the big entryway doors, a little office reception area inside. It looks like they, had dressed it up at some point in the last 10 years or so it looks like a nice radio station. But it's a radio station in, this day and age, so it had kind of weathered from that point. You can see the rug is definitely from 20 years ago or so, and kind of faded from there. Heading on over to it, you could go ahead and climb up and stretch that out. And it is a big pink Elvis? Like, it's really the only thing you can get out of this is it's a big pink person in a Elvis jumpsuit.
This is exactly what we're looking for, Jude.
So,
Oh,
what do you mean?
this is the vibe.
What do you mean vibe?
I didn't tell you back there because I needed this to sound. Everyone's like survival and like all fixed up on that. But what about the humanities? Like, we need to get. People need music. People need stories. They need some entertainment. Like, otherwise, what's all this for? We could provide that. That could be something that we could do.
You want to go throw a party? I don't know. It's fucking dead walking, damn it. What do you mean, man?
We're dead walking if we don't do something about the morale.
You're calling me. I am not a fucking walking dead. I am not me. Not you.
Walking
but the
Dead,
morale.
I like that.
Yeah. I am
That's
not.
good.
We are not the walking dead.
I audibly sighed when I heard this. It's a good thing I was muted.
Oh, I mean, I get it. Yeah, but I just don't want this to be a distraction. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not looking for this to be something.
It's not a distraction. It's a purpose. It's a dream.
Elvis?
Yeah. It's a reminder of the better times. We could like circle back and get there again.
Yeah. I mean,
It's hope. It's hope.
Eventually, I get you.
Yeah, eventually.
Elvis, you know how he died, right? You know how he died. He died on the shitter. Elvis.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I imagine statistically that happens to a fair number of people. I mean, I've had that happen where I felt like I was going to die. Especially with some of the food we've been eating over the winter. Like, there's definitely been some times where there's been some botulism, I think.
You see me. You see my eyes. You know.
Yeah.
You could tell. Yeah.
Let's go in and check it out.
I guess.
Okay, you want a practical thing? Look at all those cars down there. There's
Yeah,
a
no,
high
that's-
probability that like some DJ came in to work and died in there,
keys.
and his keys are in there.
That's what I was thinking. That is the one thing that I could agree with you on.
Okay,
Now, we need to get another fucking car because we fucked that shit up.
it's pretty bad. Yeah,
and they're gonna be pissed. And I can't
You know,
do it. I gotta have a sense. I
Don't
have an image of not fucking up, and I want to keep it that way.
Sure. Well, don't, DJs don't make a lot of money, so don't expect that whatever we're gonna get is gonna be much better than that.
Oh yeah, no.
POS.
Do you think Yeah, I get it. Yeah. And I also, I don't know so much about this whole hoop-de-doop-de happiness, but let's get we'll see what's in there. If you want your party streamers and shit, maybe we'll go to party store after. How about we get back and then we'll throw a party, huh?
What kind of music do you listen to?
I don't.
You used to.
Yeah.
You
I don't
weren't
know.
always like this.
Well, some people say that music, they say music makes them feel. They say it's a universal language.
Yeah,
Not
a lot
me.
of people.
I think music is dumb. I think it's stupid. I don't feel anything when I listen to music.
Okay.
I
More
don't
of an
know.
AM radio guy.
Hell yeah.
Listen to a lot of Rush. Not the band.
Not the band. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good that we met on this side of the apocalypse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go in here.
So
What do you
as
mean? You ain't know. Wait, hold on. Who'd you vote for? No.
you quickly head in, and the doors bang open, drowning out that conversation. You've got the little reception area that's set up there. It seems to be in fairly good order. Little desk, where someone would greet you, telephone, little computer area there. It's then got two sets of doors. One that leads back on the left and looks like it stays on this floor, opening up to the back half of the set. The other one looks like it would lead upstairs to there. The whole area has a lot of soundproofing going on. So the carpets are thick. You can see that there's acoustics on the ceiling, that sort of stuff. So it looks like the whole place is made to deaden sound. With that said, you don't hear anything.
Sorry. I was just gonna say from here on out, I think we need to be quiet.
I think Red would maybe just kind of generally check out all the tech, just to kind of see, has it been damaged? Is there anything obvious that would be wrong with it?
So give me actually no, you wouldn't really need anything for that. So the tech looks fine. The counter looks like it is the phone and the computer are just kind of sitting there. They're dead, no power to them, but they don't look like they've been smashed or toppled over or anything like that. The wires that you can see and kind of trace along the walls all seem to be heading upstairs. So all of the tech is upstairs. So you can see that the phone line kind of runs across the floor to the wall, up a little channel and out, kind of that way. The floor, you give a little thump with your foot. It's carpet, pad, and then concrete. So nothing run below the floor there.
Look at Jude and kind of point upstairs and signal that I want to go up there, and then start moving.
Sure.
Quietly.
So the upstairs door would be the one on the right-hand side. As you open that door, you can see that there's a small flight of stairs, also carpeted, and then another door up at the top. That one is also closed.
Start carefully making my way up the stairs.
Sure. You make your way up the stairs. You reach the door. Give a little listen. You don't hear anything, but you can tell this door is, nice and thick. It's got the flap at the bottom, so it would deaden any sound that'd be moving through.
I kind of quickly open the door and have weapon at the ready just in case.
You open the door, weapon at the ready. You can see that there are two smaller rooms up here, and then a big kind of electronics area towards the back that's caged off. So you can see that there's the high power lines, the transformers, that sort of stuff that'd be back in the very back. Up closer 2 rooms which are probably, broadcast rooms. So big tech in the back, gated door, that sort of thing, but fairly open for airflow, etc. And then 2 booths up here. Based on the size that you've got up here, that room down below on the left-hand side's got to be fairly sizable as well. No sound, no movement, quiet up here. A lot of wires.
Maybe go up to the booth windows and just like tap on them.
Sure.
See if it startles anything on the inside.
Yeah, you give a little tap over there. Nothing startling. No movement up here.
They'll start talking like out loud at this point and
Sure.
say, "I think we're clear."
Damn, haven't been downstairs, nothing.
Doesn't seem like it. Maybe search around, see if we can get lucky with a set of keys, or at the very least, I'll try and see if I can find like any old tech manuals or information about the building. I'd like to take it back, see if there might be a way to dismantle some stuff, later, maybe on a return trip, and see what we might be able to salvage here to take back to the farm.
Sure. Now, most of the stuff that you're seeing around here is big, heavy broadcast equipment. So you would need a van or a truckload to take home
Trailer or something.
enough of it to reassemble away from this area. And it looks like it takes a lot of juice to make it work. There's definitely microphones, there's speakers, there's headsets, lots of wires, extension cables, that sort of stuff. But it's nothing like a portable ham radio kind of thing here. This is looking through the upstairs area. Upstairs area, you got the 2 booths. Each one's got basically a microphone setup. One is obviously better than the other, so it's probably one set and the backup. You would not want to use the backup. That's kind of like a little closed room, maybe for recording commercials or voiceovers, that kind of stuff. I don't think you've been downstairs into the back room yet. I don't think we heard that you were going on that left-hand door to get to the downstairs back room, though.
All right. I think I might kind of look at Red and say, I'll take this one. Or get my back. He'll pull out his bow and he will move quietly to that downstairs door.
Sure. Downstairs door, big door. Again, decently soundproofed. This one's sort of a double door set. So it looks like you could open one door or open the other or both to make a double entryway on that left-hand side.
All right. Quietly, I'm going to peek in.
Okay. Kind of creak it open. You start to peek in, and you can see that this area is a little, it's almost a stage, like someone could perform there and there could be a small audience, but it's, a tiny one. Maybe you could get 40 people in as the audience and have, a 10-person band crammed on the stage, if that was what it would want to be. But you could do a live performance here and record it. You can see that there is some lighting up on the top. The floor is mostly cleared. You've got the chairs put over to the side, and you can see that there are bodies laid out on the floor. It takes a second for it to register, probably. And you can tell me which order you would sort this out in. Each of the bodies, there are 5 of them, are dressed in a pink jumpsuit. The bodies are laid out along the lines to the points of a pentagram in the middle of this audience floor.
Shit. They're decayed, right? They're
decayed.
beyond decay.
They are dead.
Okay.
You have not made enough noise to know if they are moving dead or unmoving dead yet.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Oh, I'm gonna kind of creak back and say, "We do got bodies up ahead."
What? You got bodies?
Yeah, well, fucking dressed up like fucking stupid ass fucking Elvis, and they're in a pentagram. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I look like some sacrifice or something. I used to.
What?
Yeah, I used to, I mean, you asked me what I listened to. You ever heard of Coast to Coast? Hell, late at night, listen, Coast to Coast. They talk about aliens and shit, which are real. And, well, you know, talk about all this shit. Well, I think this is probably some type of jolt or something.
What did you
Jolt.
call it?
A jolt?
A chult. So when
Yeah.
you say chult, what you mean is like a group of people that
Yeah,
have
they follow.
What?
Yeah. It's not Cholts are not religious. They're not religion, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Probably a cult.
I don't know. I think it's Cholt. But what
Maybe you could carry a couple books under your arms around the camp a little bit.
what do you mean? What are you trying to
Nothing.
God damn it, there are bodies there.
Yes,
What I'm
there's
saying,
bodies
Brad.
there. Let's focus on that. That's the
I'm trying
important
to
thing.
open
So are they-
myself up to you. I know you're talking about stuff. I'm telling you, I like this is what I like. You know,
you like
you're my brother, and
mispronouncing cult?
no, I don't like that. What do you mean? It's not
Are
cult.
they are they
That sounds-
walking? Are they walking
No,
guys?
oh, they are. They are not. But I don't know. I didn't check. Do you want me to shoot one? I think I might go up. We'll check, shoot one, and we'll go from there.
There'll be opportunities to shoot things probably. Like let's
No,
not.
but I mean, we're talking about those keys. They probably got keys in the jumpsuit, right?
Yeah, but okay. Whatever you think is the right way to deal with this,
We're
I'm
gonna
okay
go.
with.
I think we might. Well, I mean, as long as we got clear egress. That's the first thing. I'll tell you how I think. We go in. It's clear egress. We got clear egress the way out of here, right? We go and
Yeah.
we take a shot at one of these bastards, right? If they start moving, well, we come back with our buddies.
Guess it's like the best place for you to shoot a gun.
No, I'm talking about my bow. I'm not shooting
Oh.
guns.
Oh, okay.
I would
Well,
never shoot a gun.
Between
Period.
the choke
Ever.
thing and the shooting, like there's a lot of miscommunication going. So
What
you
do you
just
mean
handle it.
choke? What are you talking about? All right. Yep.
Carry on. 10-4.
Okay. All right, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask Red for you to like hold the door open a bit while I go in, and I'm gonna take my shot at the head of one of these things. See if there's any or anything at all when I shoot it.
So as Jude is drawing back the bow, we're going to pause scene there for just a second to flip back over and see what Tabitha and Charlie have been up to. They've been gone for a couple of hours now. They were driving out. They got their pothole. They made their way further up north. They went back up that switch, and now they've been investigating. How's the day been going for you two? Uneventful and plain, or is there something exciting going on we should think about?
God, if I have to dig one more fucking post hole, I'm going to lose it.
Dunk. Dunk. You don't like this? Dunk.
No, this is boring.
What would you rather do? Dunk.
I'd rather work on the bike. Because it's operable doesn't mean it's better. I absolutely chipped the shit out of the paint. Granted, the guy I got it from before didn't take good care of it beforehand, but I made it better. I made it better. It was better. And then I fucked it up.
What hasn't he done?
Well, the undercoat paint could be a little better. I mean,
Is it really just the paint?
eventually duct tape's gonna disintegrate off of it with fluids going through it.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna need a new hose.
Okay, so the hose is what will make it function.
I mean, it functions right now. I did a little lap around. It works.
Oh.
But duct tape is duct tape is duct tape is duct tape.
Okay.
And as the two of you are chatting, Kit and Roger are out there working with you. He's like, Kit's like, I'm sure there's got to be a hardware store around that's got a gas-powered post digger. We could go get one of those and have this done real quick. I mean, we're gonna do another round of this. It's probably worth it.
How much is there? I know you said there's a lot of stuff, but how much fencing would you say we're at?
Oh, I mean, you're working your way around. You spent about 2 weeks on it, so you've kind of got like the front line of the house part done. But if you were
Mhm.
going to go back and now enclose, the farm area, that's, a month's worth of work. And you guys are, digging, putting in posts, that are thin posts that will stop a, you know, small walk. If you want to put in like posts, that's a lot of digging.
Gotcha.
And
I
Kiss, like a couple of bags of
The-
Quickcrete, we'll really get these in here.
It's a good idea, Kit.
I think the last time we encountered the hardware store, there was a bus parked in front of it and the dead all inside of it.
Oh, that would be a
Hmm.
complication.
Yes. I think one of us tried to go on the roof and then an alarm sounded.
Forgot about that.
I mean,
I think because you wanted a shovel, Tabitha. Was that it?
it was.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I think the whole shit went topside because you wanted a shovel or something.
Oh, that's right.
You almost killed poor Red with that.
I mean, if we get the Humvee, will move a bus. Throw some chains on it, pull it out of the way, let them come out. Is the hardware store near anything? We got enough time to pop them, get in, load up the Humvee, and get out, or
It's like in a strip mall.
Yeah, it's near a
doesn't
strip
sound
mall.
too bad.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If
We didn't
anything,
check
we
that
can.
well.
Yeah, we only stopped there for a second because I didn't have anything, and we just moved on really quickly. An alarm will eventually just die out, I would assume, right? If
It's
just
been a
keeps
month.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably done. I would hope so.
I mean, and
Unless you have
if
that
it's still going,
long-lasting Duracells.
yeah, if it's still going, how bad can it be? But yeah, I mean, just something for thought.
Honestly, yeah. If we
I mean, is there anything
if we
else?
want to protect this place, we should probably get something more efficient.
Can use a couple of extra tools. I mean, if that place hasn't been looted already, stock ourselves up some axes, some shovels, a couple of rakes. We're gonna need them for the farm.
Shovel? No, I'm just kidding. I'm leaning towards that idea. What do you think? Wonder how.
I mean, it would be better than digging all these fucking holes.
Yeah, Charlie, you ready?
If this is how I fucking die, I'm
At least, so we're
So-
at least we're helping with the post situation without digging the post. It's a compromise.
Yeah. I'll get my things.
All right. She's gonna go get her stuff as well.
All right. So, Charlie, Tabitha, are you planning on heading out now/soon? And Kit's like, I'll drive.
You gonna crash again?
That was Roger.
Damn.
Roger's like, it's like, it was complicated.
Uh. All right. Yeah. I'm fine if one of the guys comes along. Just an extra pair of eyes is probably good.
Sure. Okay. So, it sounds like they're planning on heading out. Let's go ahead and do a quick roll over here. For reasons. What did I type wrong? Cool. Kit has no trouble in the Humvee getting you down to where the hardware store is. From what we remember of the hardware store, there was a bus outside, but I believe it was a sedan that had driven into the front thing, kind of plugging it up in there, you had seen that there was handprints on the windows. So you recognized they were dead inside. You made it up to the roof, but you did set off an alarm, opening the little hatch that they would leave to the utility. By the time you guys get there, the alarm is now long since gone silent. Any dead that were moving around have kind of settled back into, stasis at the moment. You've got the sedan up there. So, I mean, if we hook up some chains to it, I give it the gun, it'll pull out, probably no trouble. As long as it's not like hung up on something in there, and if it is, it won't move.
Mm. I'm not the scouty type, but I feel like we should like at least take a look. I mean, I guess if we're all in the car, or at least it'll be easy enough to get out of here. Well, unless we're hooked up to something, then we're hooked up to something. What do you think, Charlie?
I mean, that hatch should still be open.
Say that again?
That hatch should still be open.
Oh, leading inside?
Hmm.
Yeah, we can at least take a look, right?
Sure.
What's
So-
the worst that could happen?
So from what I recall, kind of glass double door arrangement with little windows on the side. That front piece is smashed up in where the sedan went in. Off to the right-hand side, there's sort of a chain link fence area where they've got like the propane refill station back in there. And I believe Red might have been who climbed up on top last time, using that chain link fence to get up on top, found the hatch, and then had some trouble with the alarm. So the easiest way up is probably climbing the chain link fence. Other options are available, driving the Humvee over, somebody giving you a boost, something like that. But that was sort of the path that was used last time, if I recall correctly.
I think Tabitha would take
You want a boost?
the last path. Sure. All right. She'll. Wait. Shut up.
Hup.
Hup! With a boost and the clamber up, no real challenge there, so you're up on top. The roof is, a flat roof kind of situation. You've got the little air conditioning vents and that sort of stuff, little gutter area over there where the water runs off. And then there's that little hatch that you would pop open that someone would use to come up here and, work on the electronics, that sort of stuff. You can see the cables head over and down through there, through a little channel that's a conduit that leads down. I believe the lock was left unlocked, so it should just be a matter of lift it up, as long as that battery is no longer good. And so are you going to go ahead and give that a lift?
Can she do a cursory, like?
Sure. We can definitely do a cursory kind of check there. I would say the most likely things that we'd be aiming for would be a tech or maybe a stealth. Tech or stealth, one of those two.
Stealth would be my better one. It looks like. I'll do stealth. Stealth. Click. Oh, no success.
Uno success, that's enough. You give it a little like test. There's no like chirp, no alarm, no warning. You're not picking up on any resistance there. Eventually you open it up and you have access to that little ladder area. That ladder area heads down to kind of a little electronic storage space, where the AC comes down, that sort of stuff. So all the vents are kind of up and in there. With a clamber down and a look around, you can kind of get a little bit of a view over the store itself. It's got the lights that would be illuminated up in the ceiling. The big long baluster fluorescent lights. You've got the aisles set up there. Off to one side, you can see some racks down there. We'll say it's probably noonish, 2 o'clock by now, so you've still got some light coming in from the hatch there, and a little bit of light coming in on the front doors, but there's a lot of darkness, and you just went from a bright roof to a dark area. You're having a lot of trouble seeing the shadows.
Mm.
You were stealthy coming down here, so far, no movement below you.
She would probably wait a few moments
Mhm.
so that way her eyes could adjust
Mhm.
and get a better sense of what's going on here.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a quick scout just to see how well your eyes adjust. And I will ask a question. Is there anything you are doing to produce light in the area? Are you relying on the light from the little gap and the windows, or
Or
are you actually making light happen in here?
no, probably relying. I don't have any items that produce light,
Okay.
so and I can't think of anything unless I can't think of anything that wouldn't be noticeable to make light. One success.
Sure. So takes a while. Your eyes adjust. You maybe pull the hatch down a little bit to, protect yourself from the glare outside, and eventually you're able to pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems dead are standing about in the aisles in places you can see them. It's possible that there would still be more laying down or obscured from your view, but you get a pretty good look at 5 of them.
Okay. Okay. She is going to probably. Charlie didn't follow her into this, right? Okay. She would make her way back then.
Okay.
Charlie.
Yeah.
5 that I can see in there.
This is too bad.
Do you think we.
Why don't we have them hook up the Humvee to the sedan in front?
Mhm.
That will lure them towards a gap. They could start hacking away.
Okay.
Either you or myself go up top as well and just get the rest from behind.
Okay.
Or we all can wait for them to funnel out the front door too. They're dumb, it's slow, and stupid.
Yeah, let's wait for him to funnel. That way we don't accidentally get ourselves trapped. At least if we're in the open, there's more places to step back. Or what do you
Need
think?
help down?
Why not? Sure. She'll kind of ready herself, and then once he's ready, she'll scooch on down.
1, 2, 3, hup.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, hop it is. Kit gets the vehicle hooked up. You've prearranged some time or some signal. Once that goes off, he starts to pull out, and that's going to drag the vehicle along with it. Jenna, are you really laughing at that phrasing? Is that what just
no.
happened there?
No.
Okay. I was like, that
Yes.
shouldn't have been funny.
Yeah, I laughed at that.
Okay, we do have one success. The vehicle moves out of the way. It's pulled out. As that happens, you do hear the dead start to wake up. They probably would have started moving once they heard the ropes, heard the chains, heard the vehicle rev outside. They start to head in that direction. You've now got an opening there. You've got an escape route out the top. So things should be fine. But I just need to see a successful check from both of you on your skill of choice to make this all go well. The car's moving. What are you doing to do your part to take out these walkers and secure the hardware store?
I mean, we're talking about both of us. We're pretty muscly. It's the best way I can describe
You
it.
can just go up there and start smacking. That's totally fine.
Mhm.
It can be melee attacks for both of you, so you can be close
Slash.
combat for both of you.
I think
Yeah, that's what
slashing
I'm
and
good at.
hacking.
Would you like it's not my best skill, but it's it's decent enough. Would you want me to do scout just to at least have like a look about while you're schmacking, or do you want help just schmacking?
Up to you. I'm all for caving heads in.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's
Must
see
have lit
close
up.
combat rolls from each of you.
Can I use my machete to help with this?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's you like click on the name of the thing, right? Or how does that work?
Machete. 2 successes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I figured it out.
And a
Oh my
machete for
God.
4 successes. Absolutely. The two of you just go to town. What's going on in there? Is there anything significant that I should know about aside from destruction?
I got 1.
There were 5.
You got one? Oh, I see. Oh, you're counting how many you got?
Yeah. It's competition.
Oh.
Hold on, I just got a second one. How are you doing? And then I probably like look over, and there's just the 4.
And she's already like cleaning off the blade. What took you so long?
You had a head start. It's not fair.
So
But I
as
knew
the
they were there.
doorway is cleared and the dead fall, the light streams in, maybe bounces off the register and just highlights a pristine shovel. It's still got like the blue plastic wrap on it. And we'll come back to that in a moment. We're going to go over to Jude in red. Jude has drawn his bow and is about to fire. Can I get a quick attack roll there just to make sure nothing goes wrong firing a bow in
Sure.
a enclosed area?
So ranged combat.
Ranged combat? I think you can click on your bow if it's in the weapons area.
If you click on the picture, that's what I
Oh.
can remember. Yeah.
All right, here we go. 5 successes.
5?
You just bury the arrow in what was once the head of this being. It does not so much as twitch. It just sinks right in there. You're going to have to do some excavating to get that back out again. The other 4 remain still as well. It seems as though they were dispatched at some point in the past. No additional movement in the area.
Seems like we're clear. Let's go ahead and get in and see what we can find in here, huh?
Yeah, you chilled all the cultists.
Stop. You know what? Okay. What are you? What is it? I get it. What was it? What is it?
Cult. Where does the H
Cult?
come from? Yeah,
I don't know. I always said it was a chult. I don't know. My dad. I don't know. He used to always call him chult. I didn't know these things. Thank you for telling me.
while your
Thanks.
dad was busy not teaching you how to change a tire, he was teaching you how to mispronounce words.
He taught me how to fucking shoot. You see that shit, right? Taught me how to lead. Taught me how to keep people alive. Damn it!
Yeah, that guy is already dead, though.
You've seen what I could do.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
All right,
damn it. You know what?
This is like friendship, right?
Yeah. He's like, he's like, he's the God damn it. Well, I really hope you don't tell anybody about the chult thing
I
when we
won't.
get back.
I won't. I would never
All right.
embarrass you in front of the others. It's just,
All right.
it's just you and me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's
Check for keys, huh?
Yeah. Let's do that. Fucking
Sure.
Chults. It just sounds so stupid. It does sound dumb, huh?
It's
Yeah.
not great. I just don't want to say it in front of anyone else.
So go ahead and give me a quick scout as you start to search for keys and other such things. And as somebody's rolling a scout roll and deciding who that's going to be. The room itself, you've got that pentagram on the floor. You've got the bodies laid out to the 5 points of the star there. You can see that there was a chalk circle and the drawing below it. In between the feet of all of those who are laid out in it is a pile of CDs and records that look to have been melted together. So a little like fire had taken place and CDs and records had been included. You can see kind of a slag set there, vinyl and such twisted up in a little pile. You can see there's some smoke damage on the ceiling, but it doesn't seem like the fire spread beyond that set. Who's rolling
They
that
had the
scout
right
roll?
idea.
Good.
I bet you there's one of these people did not want to do this. They thought it was a CD burning party, and they thought it was a different thing.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
this.
hold
I
on.
mean,
hold
this
on
is
before-
offensive.
Yeah, I get. Hold on. He's gonna go and like wipe out, like break some of the pentagram. All right, now it's safe to step inside. We're all good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Do a scout roll.
2 successes. So going through the the pockets of the jumpsuits, nothing's in there. But as you're searching around the rest of the area, you can see where a lot of possessions, outfits, that sort of stuff must have been put off to the side in a little. Not quite big enough to be a green room, not quite small enough to be a bathroom, but big enough to get changed into like an outfit for the band kind of thing. And in there, you do find several sets of keys for different vehicles, some of which match up to the logos of vehicles that you found outside. You find a few wallets, you find some names. The faces of those out there are a little too decayed to try and match up who's what, but other, mundane possessions in there.
It was a big score.
Hell yeah, brother. Happy you
Oh.
brought me out here. Hell of a job. Fuck. I don't know about the batteries if they're still good out there, but maybe we go try them out. If not, we could bring the others back. They're probably fuck. I do feel a bit guilty out here. We're doing the right stuff, but man, they're probably bored back there, out of their minds, digging those fence posts. Should have told somebody we were going. It's no biggie. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah, it's no big deal. This is worth
Yeah.
it.
There we go.
Toss you some keys.
Yep. Oh shit.
Sure. So you head outside. You go check out the vehicles. You match up. You go to hit the little unlocks. Unfortunately, you don't get that happy little chirp sound. It's been 2 years in sub-zero weather. These batteries are absolutely toasted. So you will need, to give it a jump start. Is there a particular vehicle style that you're going with? There's, tiny little coupes. There's reasonable sedans and a couple of pickup trucks out here. There is no big vans or anything like that. But you've got your choice of, a couple of decent vehicles out here.
I would say we'd probably look for pickups first, because that's kind of utility, and then Jude is probably telling Red like we are gonna get every single last one of these damn vehicles that we got keys for. That's for sure. But maybe we'll take some trucks back and we'll go from there.
You got it. So as you head over to the vehicle, somebody go ahead and give me a tech roll to see if we can get one of these fired up.
Yeah. How do you can you pop the hood? I don't know.
All right.
The black goes on the
Oh,
oh no.
So you go to pop the hood, and you guys have been mucking about here for a while now. You get the hood popped. You go to get the battery's dead, so you go to get your jumper cables and bring that one over. You connect the jumper cables up. It gets a little bit of juice in there, just enough for you to notice that the fuel gauge doesn't move off empty. And then you go back and you check the fuel, and kind of sounds empty. You don't get any gasoline smell out of it. Seems like maybe somebody emptied the tanks of these vehicles before they moved them, so they're drained and dead and sitting up here. Seems like maybe somebody's looted these before.
I'll have to go get some fuel and come back another day.
Yeah, mark this shit down for sure. Hell yeah. And do you see anything upstairs that's worth at least bringing back?
There's a Subway punch card here. And
What the shit?
Good for a free footlong. It's all filled out.
yeah. Remember
And-
that?
Yeah. And I
What?
think
The punch card?
Yeah.
And I think as you're
remember.
looking through the punch card, you're kind of looking through the holes on the punch card down the roadway, you can see that those walkers, that have been just slowly following you since you headed up here kind of started to hit the foot of this big switchback ways up.
Holy shit.
How many?
It's probably 30 or so that you can spot from here. You set off a really loud bang, then you drove out of town slowly, headed up a path, and you've been up there for a while. And now you're kind of looking down, and they've just been slowly meandering off after you.
Should we start blasting?
Well, I could shoot him with my bow if you'd prefer. I don't know. That's a lot. I don't know. You remember cartoons where they? I used to love this cartoon. It was like
Wile E.
dog.
Coyote.
Not shut up, you son of a bitch. No, it was no, it was a dog, and he was all droopy. I can't think of his name. And he talked like this. But anyway, there's somebody going after him. He got a boulder and rolled it down the hill and smashed him. How about we pick which car we don't like? We clear ourselves away out of here.
All right. Throw one of them in neutral and use that as our battering ram down the switchback. Sure.
Yep.
Well, you're brawnier than I am, so like, do you want me like on the side, like kind of steering, and then you fully on the back side, like pushing it?
Sure.
I can't see how this would go wrong. So you go ahead and take one of the vehicles that's got a manual transmission. You put it in neutral. You move it over kind of towards the top of the hill and get it lined up. Do something to arrange the steering in some fashion. And then
Some microphone cords.
microphone cords, tie it
so
up,
it's into place. Yeah.
weigh it down so it stays centered. And then you give it a shove. And we'll call this a mobility.
Range combat.
I think this is more mobility than a range combat. And the question I'm going to have is, I think I'm hearing it's a get it going and then let it roll kind of thing, correct?
I was thinking I'd have like the door on the side open
Okay.
while we're like pushing it, and like kind of, I'd have an arm in the vehicle on the steering wheel to like correct for when it turns and everything like that.
And but once you get close to it, you're letting it go, and it's gonna smash unmanned, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a mobility. Yeah, I think it's just a mobility. We'll see where it goes from there.
You want me to do it?
Mobility pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll do mobility. There we go.
Okay.
Son of a.
You have succeeded, but you've messed up. And since we're fighting walkers, what this means is you're pushing. Red's got his arm on the steering wheel. You're going. You get that launch off. The vehicle's heading down there. It plows into them. But while the two of you are just kind of like watching how it happens, I think one of the walkers must have had a little bit of a head start. And you turn around and it's coming to try and get a attack off on you.
Sure.
And as it gets an attack off on you, can I get a 6d6, please?
Okie dokie. 6d6.
Sorry,
2
2d6s and read them left to right.
Yeah. Sure.
A d66. It's gonna be a better name for that.
So that's I know. I was gonna say. So that was a 64. That I don't think that's gonna be very good.
That is not the end of things that you want to be at.
But I do have a talent that I am unbiteable. Rolling a walker table, you could decide which is the 10s and which is the 1s. So I'm gonna go with 46 instead of 64.
Okay. 46 instead of a 64. That's a thing. And as I reference my way down there,
is it better?
It's better.
I should look to see if it's better. Okay.
No, it's definitely better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think higher is worse.
Higher is
If
much
I
worse.
know from
Yes.
Forbidden Lands, you do not want high numbers on any crit.
And excuse me, the table's hiding from me. Oh, why am I being dumb? I have an automated table for this. I have buttons for these things. Rollable table, core roll sets. Walker attack.
Uh, 81.
Yeah. Thank you for the help there. I just realized the table in the that I have in the automated thing doesn't follow quite the same rules. And so
46.
that
You protect your
46 that
face,
you
but
have. Yep.
uh-oh. But it bites you in both earlobes. Your only chance to survive is to cut the earlobes off. Within 4d6 hours, take 2 points of damage.
Yes. So please take 2 points of damage. Your lobes have been nibbled on. And
Okay.
are you willing to risk the amputation of your ears? I'm not going
Yeah.
to tell you how long you have to get this done.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, God damn it, fucking baby. You gotta cut them off, man. You gotta cut off my ears. Ah. Or at least on one of my earlobes, right? Or I don't know.
In
Is it
both
both?
earlobes.
So it like went.
you were it was coming at your face, you protected it, but it snapped here, it snapped there.
Good thing he doesn't like music.
With my earlobes. You know, just right here. You gotta get some fucking. There's some scissors in there or something. God damn it! Oh, I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die.
You want to do it out here?
I don't care. I don't care.
I got a pocket knife.
Baby, cut that shit off now, please.
It's not very sanitary. You could get infected. All right, here we go.
Get in with me right now.
All right, so
I've never done this before.
Gonna ask a couple of questions here. One, are either of you carrying any medical supplies?
Yes.
Okay, so there are some medical supplies available. You've got a pocket knife and some medical supplies, so you'll be able to administer some stuff there. You're doing it within the first hour, so there's no chance of the time passing happening. But this could be a third point of damage, which would potentially break you. So we're going to need to see a medicine check to do this without causing that third point of damage.
Does
Right.
the medical supplies give a bonus?
+1.
Plus
Bonus,
one.
yeah. We do have a. Never mind. I would use it on me, but I'm like, we do have a boon.
There's a
And
boon.
I would prefer to not get broken.
So what does the boon do?
The boon would give you a +2 dice.
Okay,
Remember,
we'll do that.
we also have drives that could help
There are
in
drives.
this situation.
I don't know if I could help myself in this one.
My
Unless I-
drive is love, and I need him. He's the only link. It's the only thing that's working.
He's crying. He's like, don't let me die.
I'm not gonna
I'm
let
not
you
ready.
die.
I'm not ready
There's
for this. man.
brotherly love here. This is my PC anchor. I gotta help him.
I'm
because
willing to accept that. 2 successes, no complication. You are able to take off enough of the ear to not cause further damage, but to cut away the infection. You apply antiseptic and probably gauze, and he's headphoned up, but he's not broken yet.
Damn. We gotta get back.
Yeah.
Jude,
Let's
you're
get to
gonna
the
have
car.
trouble hearing for a bit.
Yeah. Huh? Yep. I drive. I drive. You keep an eye out. I still got that.
All right. So as you hop back in the vehicle, thoughts of looting the place may be put on the back burner for the moment. I'm gonna need a mobility check from you to get you back home safely.
Pushing.
That's 0 successes at the moment.
Son of a.
All right. So you're heading back home, but as you're heading back home, you can see that there are walkers out. You're passing them left and right. If you were to head back to the farm at this point, you'd be bringing a horde along with you. You disturbed them. You've now crossed. You've come back through. The vehicle did knock them down and knock them over, but they're starting to get back out and crawl out from underneath. They're now more broken and moving slower, but you've got the attention of a larger and larger horde of them as they're building up. As that happens, we're going to jump back over to the shopping escapades of Tabitha, Charlie, and Kit. What are you trying to gather here? You've got the Humvee's got a pretty good storage area in the back you can huck stuff into, but we need to find stuff that's still in good kit that hasn't been overly bled on, messed up, or problemed out by the walkers. What are you trying to grab in this load, Tabitha and Charlie?
I got 3 main items. Protection. Protection's always good. Big old fucking hammer. And I guess an auger. Or
Okay.
something to, make posts.
So you take a look at the
Easier.
counter, and off to the side you can see like protection for your big old hammer or auger, Trojan brand. But other than that, what kind of protection you mean there?
The armor kind.
The armor
Not sure
kind.
how.
I'm not sure that they sell much armor at the hardware store.
There's PPE, there's personal protective equipment that's available. I'm not gonna find a full plate of armor, but maybe there's like a nice, like thick Carhartt jacket type of deal.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can see
or
that.
like
Softer,
thick
kinds.
canvas, maybe
Yeah.
some kind of or.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
could
think.
get yourself a nice jumpsuit, paint it pink. It'll be great. How about let's do a scout check for you first on personal protective equipment. Success. So yeah, they do sell Carhartt. They got the kind of one pieces that are heavily in thermal. You won't want to wear that in the summer, but they've also got a couple of coats. You can throw that in there. We'll hop over to Tabitha for your first set. What are you looking for there?
Well, the reason we're here is for some kind of auger or building equipment.
Mhm.
So that's probably what her focus would be, because that's what the goal of this visit was.
Sure. So you head over to the pole digging section, and let's see a scout roll from you there.
Pole digging section. Here we go.
Pole digging section.
Ooh, push it.
They do have pole diggers, but they don't have an automated auger unless you're pushing it.
Let's push it. Maybe it's in the back.
Maybe it's in the back. It is. It's in the rental section. You find it there.
Ah.
One of those big 2 people hold it, drill goes down, pulls back up, drop the post in, throw some stuff in after it. You've got yourself an auger. Back over to Charlie. Anything else? What's the next on your hit list? I think it was the auger's been found, so hammer?
Big old hammer.
Big old hammer. We're talking like a sledge kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Okie dokie. Scout roll. Whatever's wrong there, they just don't seem to have them in stock. Not the size, shape that you're after, unless you want to push it.
What do you mean you'll be back on shelves soon? It's a fucking sledgehammer. Yeah. Grumble, grumble. No.
Grumble,
No
grumble,
stress.
no. No sledgehammers. They were sold out. Must have been special the week before the apocalypse. Tabitha, back over to you. Anything else you're searching for?
I believe there was mention of like farming tools, like what was it, like rakes or
Rakes,
like
shovels, fertilizer,
shovels,
sure.
trowels, yeah, gardening gear.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a scouting roll there.
Did I click it? Oh, no, I didn't.
Haven't seen it yet.
Ah!
No. So I would say probably one of the shelves have fallen over. You're not getting to that without some excavation unless you want to push it.
Yeah, let's push it.
All right, let's push it. Success. You managed to pull that back up there, and there is not a walker hiding underneath. You are managing to find, the potting soil, the fertilizer, the weed killer, that kind of stuff, along with, the rakes, that sort of stuff. So, farming equipment, some supplies go in. You've got the auger in there. You've got the protective gear. Are we still pushing our luck here?
Mm,
I will say I will look for any extra fencing equipment, like
Sure.
proper like fencing stuff, cement, etc., etc. Maybe some barbed wire.
Bob
I
wire?
don't know. Barbed wire?
The Bob
Bob
wire?
wire?
Sure.
If I were that, I would check in this corner of the store.
Mm,
God damn it!
That's probably
Why is it all
special.
sold out?
That's probably special order unless you want to push that roll.
I don't take risks enough. Why not? Sure.
Risky, risky. Wait, what happened
Huh.
there?
It's double zeros. Nothing.
Oh, it put you okay. It replaces the roll. So yeah, no, that's all order from the catalog stuff. They deliver it to your home.
You have got to be kidding. Where? Hold on, the catalog's right here. Flip, flip, flip. What? The page is missing. Damn it!
That's it. All right, so I'm gonna say you guys have been making your way through, coming out. You toss stuff in the back. I need someone to roll me a lucky die, and what you would like to see is a high number on the lucky die. That's a D6, and you want to see a high number, please.
You want me to roll it? I have D6s in front of me.
Or-
No, you can, or if you have already,
I'm
go
fine.
ahead. Okay. Gary Condie.
Harry Condie.
Okay, let's see. We wanted to roll low, right?
You want to roll high, I think I said.
I got a 1.
A 1 is not so good. So I think at this point you kind of made your trip out. Kit's like, hey, you're going to want to watch it. There's a bunch of Taekwondo kids coming out. And you can see kind of emerging from the far end, a couple of kids in gis have finally made their way through the glass and are starting to make their way to you.
It's just sad.
It's rough. They're bloody. They're torn up. Limbs at odd angles. They're still proudly bearing their Aha Shark logo.
Tabitha's probably thinking of her own kids, and she's been trying not to, because they needed to get comfortable, but now she's like, kids.
Yeah. They were all white belts when the apocalypse started. They've all graduated to red belts at this point.
No!
They're just like slumping their way towards you. Kit's like, if we're leaving soon, I could just, bang bang. Actually, I think he's got the handgun now because somebody took his assault rifle, but
How many kids are there?
a half dozen.
What do you think, Charles? I think we could do it. Do you want to
Let's
stick around
say-
longer, or should we just go?
Let's say we've done enough.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before they go, though, she wants to take a quick just glance and see what the other stores are around in this
Sure.
little mini mall.
And as you're doing that, Tabitha, I think you've mentioned something that I'm going to ask you for an endure roll because these kids reminded you of your kid. And that's something you've been trying not to think about. So go ahead and give me an endure roll. If you fail it, you will take a point of stress.
Sure.
Success, no additional stress. So you're able to set your mind aside from that. Glancing down the line, My memory's not quite good enough to say exactly what it was, but I'm going to say it was the hardware store. There was the dojo that was there, probably like a little pizza place, restauranty thing in the middle. And then like a little collectibles antique store. This whole area is just covered in antique stores. So a little antique store right there. This one seems to be a little more current in its stuff, so it's got some comic books things in there as well as the wicker furniture and the rustic set.
Okay. All right. No.
And a Dunkin' Donuts.
Food and a Dunkin' Donuts. All right. Nothing that might contain the drink. All right, let's get out of here.
That is true. No drinks in the strip mall on this one. Nah, probably not a Dunkin' Donuts in New York.
Not a Dunkin'. If anything, maybe the pizza, depending on like what kind of pizza restaurant it is. But
Oh, you know what? It might. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, they'd probably at least have beer in the fridge. If they were upscale Italian place, they might have wine in the back, and maybe a scouting roll would let you know what might be in there, or a luck roll. You know what? I'm gonna call it a luck roll. Hang on, I'll do that one.
okay.
And I'm gonna say high number more alcohol, low number less alcohol. They got some beers.
Very middle.
Yeah, you could
Right down the-
you could see they got the fridge that's got like the soda in it. There should be beers in the next fridge back.
It is her issue. She's gonna say, "I'll be right back." She's gonna.
Where are you going?
I need to check something.
Now Tabitha, you're heading down the strip mall there. The kids are kind of making their way towards you this way. So are you gonna try and like run in, run out before they cross that distance, or what are you doing about the kids that are making their way towards you?
She probably feels confident enough that she could outrun them.
Okay.
It's smart? No, but she probably would feel confident enough that she could outrun a dead child.
Sure. So go ahead and give me a mobility as you break into a quick trot.
Yeah, it's definitely not smart. That is not what she's good at.
So you're not going to make it unless you push it.
I'm just gonna make a decision here. All right, she's gonna back off.
All right. So Tabitha sort of hops forward a little bit, pulls back a little bit. The kids are closing in. Kit's like, I can shoot him.
Never.
What are we doing?
It's okay. No, it's okay. Okay, Charlie's right. Let's get out of here.
All right. And are you leaving Kit to drive, or is somebody else taking the wheel?
I'm assuming he's been.
As long as it's not Roger.
Roger's still back digging holes the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I imagine he would have been just in the seat ready, unless otherwise stated. So I'm assuming he's driving.
Sure.
Oh.
So Kit's gonna have some trouble getting home. He is gonna use his push it die because we do have a boon here.
NPCs can push?
When I got a boon, I can.
Ooh.
No, you're supposed to go left. You're supposed to go left. Left. Left.
He's like, yeah, there weren't this many walkers out before, and I think what's happening is he's running into all the stuff that Red and Jude have woke up with their set. So there's just like the town center is full. Like everybody's out in the streets again. And on the south side, we got Tabitha and Charlie and Kit kind of can't get there. On the north side, we got Red and Jude. Let's flip back over to Red and Jude because I think you were kind of trying to come into town first, time-wise.
Yeah.
What are you doing to try and alleviate this situation? We got a horde
Damn
building
it.
in the middle of town.
We ain't got no fever yet. I guess that's okay. God damn it! Though we got all these. We can't take these back to the farm. Oh. Yeah.
But we haven't crossed the. There was a bridge that we needed to cross.
So there's a river that separates the west and the east side of the town. So you guys are on the west side of town where the main road goes through. The farm is on the east side of town. There's a small bridge across the river there that you would normally cross right up by the farm. So up in here you get a bridge right there. Is that ping working? There we go. So right there you get a little bridge that you normally would be the one you're crossing. There are other bridges down here. And it's not a fantastically deep river, so you could probably wade across it. I'm not sure your pizza car would make it. The Humvee might.
I mean, do we just do that? Park the car somewhere on this side and then wade across, or
Yeah. Yeah. We could come back with the group, get Chuck and them, and get the car. And God damn it, all this shit just went to hell, huh? Yeah. 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 Let's go ahead and do that.
All right, so you kind of set the car off, turn the engine off, put the keys somewhere safe. You look across the river. There's a couple of sandy spots and rocky spots where it rises and falls. It's been a winter, and we're into spring, and spring is about the time that rivers rise. So could I have somebody roll me a lucky die? You would like to see a low number in this case,
wow.
and that's going to be how much this river is rising.
How high is the water, Casey?
How high is the water? Can I get a D6
It's
and we'll find out.
3d6 high and rising.
3 on the
Or
D6.
it's 3 on the d6.
3 on the D6. Okay. So it's normal spring. You got snow melt in there. You've had a couple of rains, but it's nothing crazy and flooding. You think you could still make it across. It might get up to your waist here and there. Quite chilly, but probably no chance of hypothermia on a quick scramble. But looking across the way, you've got the kind of houses. You got a little bit of scrub and brush and a few trees. You got the dip down for the river, the rise up, and then the farm on the other side. If you were to just walk across all blasé like, there's a chance walkers would see you and follow after. So stealth maybe, or a fast sprint.
Probably stealth.
Probably a stealth.
What do you think? He's going to kind of look at you. Red.
sprint?
Yeah, we could run it. Yeah, hell yeah. Could I just say, like, while we're kind of moving, we're not going to put it like on the. We're not going to leave it at the bridge. Is that fair to say? Because
Sure.
that would be a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, no. You'll be parking off a little distance away, trying to duck behind houses. Lose track of what's going on, and then it sounds like you're just going for get across as fast as possible. Hopefully nobody notices you.
Get out of Dodge.
Get out of Dodge. All right. Can I see the get out of Dodge roll, which I think would be a mobility most likely.
All right. You want me to take it?
I think
I
yours
got-
is a little better than mine.
Yeah, and we both have 2 stress, I think. So, sure. Yep. Here we go. All right, 1 success.
A success and no complication. The two, you splash in the water, you make your way across, maybe you duck under the water for a few seconds, you're coming back out on the other side. It is brisk, it is chilly. I will need an endure roll from each of you. Red, no successes there. Jude, 1 mess up. Red has made it to a success with no mess up. Jude, you're going to be coming down with a bit of a chill, maybe a cold, because you just dunked your freshly, cut off
Mhm.
ears into this cold water. You come back up, you got the water stringing down. You've been in with all kinds of pathogens and stuff. Definitely a little bit of an infection going on your side. We'll deal with that in a little bit. But you're on the right side of the river, and you have not alerted the walkers. That's going to take us back to Tabitha, Charlie, and Kit. Tabitha, Charlie, and Kit, what's your plan?
Hmm.
They all seem so up and about at this strange time of day. Who could possibly have caused this? Do you remember anything? Because I don't.
I haven't heard any gunshots or anything.
Do
Hmm.
we just...
What if there's there's probably other cars on the road, right? What if we just set off a horn?
Sure, you could try a distraction technique. Get them moving in one direction while you went in another.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Better than sitting here and waiting.
Yeah. Maybe my only suggestion is if we can find one off a side road, maybe do that.
Yeah.
If not, then a car is a car.
You got it? So you're going to head back off, a street or two back, set up a bit of a ruckus, get them all
Mhm.
moving in that direction. Once they've kind of cleared the road, your plan is to kind of drive by and make your escape kind of there. So make more noise in one spot than the Humvee would in another. Now,
Yeah.
on that note of a challenge, you're trying to disguise a pretty significantly sized and loud vehicle. So we're going to need a little bit of over here, sustained noise, get him in motion, maybe another sustained noise to kind of keep him chained away before the vehicle heads off.
Mhm.
I'm thinking probably a tech and a manipulation would be my two. Somebody's setting up the horns, somebody's planning on where to make the noise, while Kit's going to handle the driving. Or pitch me on another combination that might work for you.
Mm.
Are you very witty?
Average.
Your average wit.
Main stat is 3, scout 2, survival 1, tech 0. So average. Agility and empathy are my
Wow,
worst. Empathy
that's
is my worst, actually.
that's very similar to what I have. I mean, I have a shotgun. Pretty loud.
Pretty loud. But then you are, I don't know. It could still work. Okay.
I mean, I can try doing the tech part of it if you want to do
What
the other
if
part.
I'm gonna argue for force?
Okay.
By shoving the car, like with some help, shoving the car into a ditch that will make the horn go off. That will make the horn go off.
Shoving the car into a ditch that would make the horn go off.
Or like an alarm.
We tried smashing
Maybe.
the window.
Oh yeah, that could work too.
Okay.
Maybe the anti-theft is still on.
So your plan is to just basically go down the street, smash in windows until you get an alarm to go off.
Yep.
All right. I'll go with it. Let's go with a force then. And what is so you can go ahead and roll that one. Charlie, what's the complement to Tabitha just going ape down the row of cars, smashing windows?
I mean, if you're asking me, Tabitha is speaking my type of language, so I'm just going to help her in such an endeavor.
Okay. So the two of you are just raising as much of a commotion as you can, smashing things as you go down. No skill there. Could I see the two force rolls, and we'll decide how it's going from there. Okay, Tabitha's not having a great day.
Why?
Really?
Charlie's
I
Not
not
a
have nine
having a
single
great day.
dice.
one?
Charlie, you could try and push to at least get us to one success, but you might mess up even worse.
Eh.
Okay. You're going down, you're smashing. Tabitha, I think it's just bad luck. Everyone you smash is dead battery, but Charlie's managing to pick out the one or two that are starting to get some alarms going off. However, dealing with a horde, Tabitha, you have rolled a mess up, which means you get to roll on the Walker attack table. Can I get a D66?
Okay.
And tell me what your rolls are.
All right.
You want low.
I
You
know,
do want
below.
low.
You want
Wow.
low. You want low.
Yeah. Let me pick out different Con dice. There we go. Okay. That would 36.
A 36.
It's not a 66.
That's better than a 46.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it though?
So, Tabitha, you're smashing.
Mhm.
You know, there are walkers around, but you were keeping clear of them. You're smashing. Finally, Charlie hits the one. The alarm goes off. You kind of look over, and when you look back, the walkers have closed the distance on you. You go to duck between two cars. One of them managed to get a hand on one arm. One of them managed to get a hand on another arm. They both got you, and they're both trying to pull you in to bite you, but they're kind of held up by the cars. They're like leaning across the car, kind of to pull you in. You feel like you are being stretched apart, and you can feel the sinews, the joints starting to snap and pull as your arms are breaking, you know, and that's in there. Take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And make an endure roll not to pass out from the pain, as you're
I'm so
basically being drawn and quartered by these two zombies that have got a hold of your clothes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading something to see if it applies. It applies to damage, so no, it doesn't apply here. Okay, I'm sorry. Endure roll, you said?
2 points of damage and endure roll, and if you fail the endure roll, you're going to pass out.
This is literally my best stat, so I better do well.
You got it.
I messed up! But I succeeded!
You succeeded. You have not passed out, but I need you to roll again on the Walker table.
Oh no.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh, Tabitha.
Okay. 21.
21. One of them finally manages to pull you closer. As it gets closer, its mouth is going for you. It manages to get a head against you, but you get loose, you drop that one. You manage to break free and smash it. Okay? But in doing this, you've wrenched your other arm. You take another point of damage. You're now up to 3 points of damage.
I'm broken.
And you are breaking.
So, can you remind me what breaking means? Because I don't think I actually remember. Is that like incapacitated in D&D, or is it different?
You are effectively unconscious.
Okay.
So, Charlie, Tabitha's in a bad way. Walker's got a handle on her. She has passed out from it. Chunk chunk. Okay. Can I see a ranged attack roll, and you really want to get a success here?
3 successes, but you mess up.
3
Welcome
successes,
to our world.
but you mess up. So, it's noise. The walkers are everywhere. They're starting to close in on you. They're just all coming in. They were following the sound of that alarm, and now they're here. Tabitha's tied up. You've now got her freed up, but there's an attack coming on you. Could I get the D66 as the walker attack comes in your way?
How do I do this on this outright? First number, I'm dead. Probably.
Oh, that's not a
6
great
is-
roll.
Can we just? I'm a goner. Goodbye, everybody. Nice knowing you. Oh, that's not the right button. What did I do? This one. I just did that. I don't remember what the keyword is.
Front/R.
If you
Oh,
never
it's
roll it,
front
it won't
slash.
happen. Just don't roll.
62.
62, you say?
I'm great against humans. I'm really good against humans. These aren't humans.
62. As you grapple the walker, you fail to notice another one on the ground reaching for your leg. It takes a huge bite out of your calf. You fall screaming as they overwhelm you. You've lost a fatal amount of blood before you hit the ground. Tabitha, Charlie, just getting chewed up out there.
Yeah.
Kit, sitting in the vehicle. The alarms are going off. The walkers are all heading in that direction. It's all going to plan. Eventually, he guns the engine, drives over, gets up the bridge. He sees Red and Jude coming out of the water. Jude's got blood coming down both sides of his face. Kit's like, what the hell happened to you guys?
Yeah.
Walkers.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty rough. What are you doing out?
We went on a supply run. We did a great haul. We got auger, we got some quickcrete, we got some farming equipment. Charlie and Tabitha will be catching up in just a minute.
Oh, good. It's good. Some good news, I guess.
Yeah, are
Good.
you? Are you
Oh my
okay?
God. I'm fine.
No, he's not fine. He needs some disinfectant.
I mean, I mean, I don't want to say it's a good thing Gunther got shot, but I mean, good thing you made that supply run. We got plenty of antiseptic and stuff. We'll get you all patched up. How did
Yeah.
how
Wait,
did you know what? Never mind.
what you got? What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean that they're gonna catch up with you?
Oh, there was
Huh?
all kinds of walkers out in the street. Something must have riled them up, and they went off to set off. You can hear the alarms, so that's them leading them away, so we could get the truck up here without trouble. They're gonna have to
Oh,
come around town, so probably give them. I don't know. What do you think that'll take? 20 minutes or so?
When did you guys decide to go on a supply run?
I think Charlie was bitching about how the ground was still frozen, and I said, we could go get an auger, make the drilling much faster. Kind of headed out from there.
you went to that You went to that hardware store?
Oh yeah, just a little ways down the run. Had a vehicle stuck at the front. I pulled that out of there. Tabitha and Charlie took care of the dead inside like you wouldn't believe. And we just loaded
who
up.
was here? Who was here while all this was happening?
I mean everybody else, and he points over where they got Bobby and Robert and Roger are all still working on the set there. Got Abigail and Anthony working on the farm.
Okay. Damn it, I'm fucking bleeding again.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
hop
I
in.
think
We'll get you up to the house. Get that taken care of.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It'll be good to see everybody. We got some keys at least. We.
Bunch of vehicles just need fuel. We maybe go
Yeah.
up there tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. We had to ditch the car back there. It's no biggie. We got vehicles though. We'll take care of it. Yeah.
Maybe we'll take Charlie and Tabitha with us.
Hell yeah. Oh, I don't know
I mean, if
what
there's
we
a
were
lot of
thinking.
vehicles, you want to just get it all loaded up and make it back like a convoy. If you're gonna rile them up, might as well.
Yeah.
So I think he gets you in the vehicle. You all get back, get a change of clothes. He kind of, heads down, keeps an eye out. 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass, 20 minutes pass. They're kind of must have had to go a long way around. Half an hour.
I'm probably like got like kind of looking at my own wounds at this point in the mirror, going, God damn.
Yeah, it's It's okay, but it's rough.
I'd come back outside and I'd kind of open the door and be like, "Hey, Red, yeah, I'd probably burning in my ears from like the antiseptic and whatnot. And I'd be like, any sign of them yet?
He said they would have been right behind him. No. Maybe they need help.
And I don't recall. Does anyone have binoculars, telescope, anything to help with seeing long distances?
I do not.
Yeah, it's just, milling about. You can see them still moving around out there. They're starting to kind of settle themselves back in. They don't seem to have a direction. There's no sound for them to follow at this point. So the dead are starting to spread back out again. They'll follow little sounds as a house creaks. They'll chase the sound of the house creaking into the house. Some of them will be moving, just kind of wandering up or down the road as they spread out there. Half hour turns into 45 minutes. Kit's like, ooh, maybe they had to hole up somewhere.
Where now specifically, goddammit, where is the last place you saw him?
Well, I was on and he describes the road.
Yeah.
Crossroads right there. And they were going to go up and around. So last time I saw them was as they were heading down the street towards the church. And then, heard a couple of bangs and some thumps, some cracking glass, that sort of stuff. Car alarm started going off. Heard one good bang. Sounds like Charlie was maybe setting off his shotgun to keep him pulled in that direction. By that point,
Hold on, a shotgun?
yeah, I mean they were making all kinds of noise trying to draw off.
Yeah, but we have a rule. We don't take shots out here. It's one thing we don't do unless we need to. I kind of look over at maybe Red.
Why are you here? Like, why did you guys split up?
Well, there were too many on the road to get through with the Humvee, so they were going to lead them off so we could get the Humvee with the supplies back without, bringing the whole bunch of them along with us. So
they caused the distraction, and then you just
drive the
left
Humvee up.
them?
Well, that was the
Well,
plan, was to
sure.
get the Humvee across the river, and then they would catch up.
But your plan was to go up there, get the supplies, and then.
No, I think. I suggested we could
Auger.
get an auger, but Tabitha and Charlie were the ones who said, let's do it now.
Hmm.
But they'll be back, right?
We should go. We should go out and look for them. I think these things are spread out. They should be back. They could come back now if they were holed up somewhere. They'd be coming back. It's not that far.
We still hear him. Shit.
I mean,
All right. Well,
do we gotta? You want to grab Roger? We'll gear up. I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, we need everybody.
yeah.
Just willing to head out. Go get them. Like,
All right.
let's.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence.
So everybody starts to gear up. They got their stuff to the best of the equipment. They come down. They kind of get to the bridge. Get kind of the everybody milling about there. What's Red and Jude's plan? Are we stealthily scouting out to see what's going on? Are we going in guns blazing? How are the two of you feeling at this moment?
I don't feel good at all. But I'm not gonna not, and I'm not gonna not go back out because that's the way he is. So
I mean, it's not that far, right? Like we can.
Oh yeah, no, it's
out there.
It's a 3-minute drive up and down from the bridge. It's a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, I think just go on foot.
Okay. head
Not
back
bringing
down.
the
You get to
noise
the
of a
bridge. You can
vehicle.
see zombies kind of milling about.
Damn it. All right. Yep. Let's go. Shit. Now, you're coming with us. Of course, I'm talking to Kit and telling him, like, I'm going to ask as we move, like, exactly where did you hear that shot? Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
he kind of says, well, we were down there, and he kind of gestures down the road to, kind of the two crossroads down. They went off that way around the back of the houses, started making noise about halfway to the church, and so that's where they would be. I mean, I figure if things went wrong, they'd go hole up in the bar or the church, in the church, which they know is clear. I mean, Tabitha might want to hole up in the bar, but I don't know that she ever went back and cleared that out.
Are we able to, like, do we have a visual of that area? Like, can we see, are there walkers in a high concentration?
They're kind of milling about. That was the last place that drove them together. So now the outliers are starting to spread out slowly, but they have nothing that's currently drawing them away. And at this point, so that we can have some involvement from them, Charlie, Tabitha, please pick an NPC that you'd like to embody for the moment that's coming along.
They said everyone was going, right?
Everybody's going. Everybody but
Yeah,
Gunter.
so-
Everybody but Gunter.
Yeah.
Little Robbie's gonna go out.
Sure.
I guess it would only be right to go as her best friend.
Sure.
So,
Robbie and Bobby. You got it.
That's interesting.
Robbie
Robbie-
Bobby.
Robbie Bobby.
Robbie Bobby. So Robbie Bobby are out there. Roger and Kit are there. I'm going to say most likely Robbie and Bobby, for convenience sake, are sticking a little closer to Red and Jude. Roger and Kit are just a little bit further away. You're still in contact. And Abigail, Anthony. Abigail, due to the leg injury, is a little bit slow. So Anthony's kind of posting up with her at the bridge, keeping an eye on things, but not expecting to kind of rush into things. Melissa
Yeah.
is kind of begging off, like trying to hang back at the farm, but she's definitely like, keeping an eye out on the river. Like if they cross here, I'll shout to let you know. Keeping an eye on things, but she's trying to stay back from, danger. She's still self-preservation high. So, Robbie, Bobby, Red, Jude, you've kind of made your way down. You're across the bridge. You can see kind of where that mass of them are. The road's still mostly clear because they've got nothing pulling them back towards the river at this point. But what are you doing?
I think Red is going to propose stealthing in there, scouting ahead alone. I get a bonus if I'm alone.
Mhm.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
All right, you two knuckleheads. I'm going to stay put.
Like we're just gonna stand right here?
We're staying here. Red. He's gonna go on out.
I mean, that's my friend, and it's his brother.
You shut up.
I can handle it.
I look to Robbie and I'm like, and I give him like a wink, kind of like away from it.
So, Red, I think
That's
I heard a
Bobby.
stealth roll with your bonus for being alone. Oh yeah. So you are just fine. You're weaving your way in between the dead, not alerting them. You might be occasionally calling back or gesturing for assistance. Maybe the rest of the group's throwing a rock in that direction so you can go around, that kind of stuff. But you're moving through there. You can see there's definitely a concentration that gets denser and denser up ahead as they head towards where the alarms were going off. But you don't see any sign that they started chasing something off in there. It's kind of a centralized point right where you can see some smashed cars, that sort of stuff. You would think if they had run, the walkers would be pressed up against a building, or they would be, trying to get in a doorway. So it's definitely a bad sign that they're still all piled up around those cars. But you can't really see anything without maybe giving me a scout roll or something else to get a position or get in there.
I'll push.
Okay. All right. So I think you finally get a sight of it. You can see Tabitha where she basically been pulled apart eventually between the two vehicles that she was in. You can see where Charlie is spilled out. You maybe see a little bit of his shotgun kind of laying out there, and they've been all chewed and to heck. There's still a decent pile of walkers working their way through them. And I think as you're reacting to this, maybe I'm going to need to see a D66 from you, because too much attention over there, and one of them has noticed you.
51.
51. Just a small scratch. However, you know that a small scratch like this could cause death. You're going to have to carve out the infected piece, taking 2 points of damage if you do so. But you've got no harm right now. You don't know
Okay.
how long the infection takes to set in, and you're kind of now pushed off of that one. That you've got their attention, so now you've got to deal with a horde that's around you. Before we ask how that happens, Robbie, Bobby, and Jude, what are we up to over there? You can see a little bit of activity. Red seems to have some trouble on his hands.
Bobby would probably want to go out there. Because that's been their whole thing. They've wanted to go out there. They want to help.
All right.
Or
Great.
at least, for
I don't think he's looking too good over there. Maybe we should do
No.
something about that.
I think we need to go over and help him.
Yeah, shit. I'm looking at Red. I am gonna try to. I'll get my bow out, and I'll look back at Bobby. Go, you won't fuck up. All right, Robbie. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Okay, like we've been practicing. We're gonna go up there.
I got like a tire iron.
Yeah. Let me do the shooting. Let me do the shooting. And you guys will mop it up if we got issues. You got it? Good. He doesn't wait for them.
All right. So as you
Follow
all
me.
start looking at it, let me give you a little bit on the mechanics side. The horde size is currently at a 2. That means you can't kill enough of them to actually disperse the horde, but you need 2 successes to get yourselves out of harm's way, effectively, to get in clear enough that you can get Red out of the horde. Now, Jude,
Right.
Charlie, Tabitha, you are currently not engaged. You could run away, no problem. But getting Red out, we need 2 successes. By engaging with them, you're putting yourselves at risk. So if Robbie,
Yeah.
Bobby, and Jude are willing to do so, Red, you also get to take part in this because you can attempt your own escape as you choose. But we need 2 successes on these rolls. Complications will put you at risk of an attack. And if you are not free and clear by the end of your turns, then an attack will be coming in on Red either way. So, who would like to tell me what their plan is first?
I am going to move up, pretty much grab Red and bring him back. I'm gonna just try to get out there and try my best to guide him back.
Okay,
Safety.
got it. So you're going for mobility, kind of sprint out, shove some things out of the way, get a clear spot. Red, come on this way.
Actually, no. Could I do like a shot to try to kill some of these guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead.
You can take
All right.
down take them down to clear a path.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask to use my drive. I saw my friend get eaten. This guy is my friend, and I don't want him to get eaten.
Absolutely. Drive applied.
That is a +2.
+2.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna bonus +2. All right. Here we go.
Successes.
4
Excellent.
successes.
So you are dropping them. Boom, boom, boom. Dead or falling left and right. Red, you've got a path starting to open up. Tabitha, Charlie, Red. Who wants to take the next go?
I've got the opening. I just start moving.
Sure. You're going to just start moving. I just need a mobility check from you, and we want to see a success here. That is a success, so you will get clear, but there's a attack on the way. Can I get a D66 as you're fighting your way clear? But they're getting a handle on you.
62.
A 62.
my.
Just remember, I rolled a 61, and you know what happened with that one.
You manage to fight them off, but somehow you are tagged in the head, either by your own weapon or friendly fire. You die cursing your bad luck. Jude, as the only one sending shots out there,
Got fucking 4 successes.
I think maybe one of those successes went to Red. And it could be something like, Red was getting hugged on, you took the shot, but it just went book book. And Red
Holy
went
shit!
You
What
just hear him
hell?
freeze and start like.
You just-
you.
You just fucking killed him! Holy shit!
What do we do? He's freezing up.
I think it's time to go.
Fuck.
Dude,
Fuck.
forget the music.
Fuck. He's like freaking
Mr.
out.
Jude, it's time to go!
We can't
Uh,
stay here.
Luckily, I would say normally this would probably break me, but I am disillusioned. So I'm like, I snap out of it. Is that possible that I could do
Yeah.
that like role play? Because normally I feel like I'd be taking stress and whatnot, but I'm just like, we gotta get back. Fuck. Let's go. Son of a bitch.
So, Jude, Robbie Bobby, and the gang start to head back. The walkers have no reason not to follow you, so they're starting to follow you. Eventually, gunfire starts. The fight happens. And we're going to draw that to a close there. And we're not going to know what happens to this group, because what we're about to do is jump several years into the future and pick up with the planned campaign for next set. So we will give the characters opportunity to create new characters that will be leaping forward in time to a bit more of a desolate area. As other groups have encountered this same situation, they were off to a great start, they had their farming, and then somebody just got a little too greedy, wanting a power auger and a radio station, and then it all fell apart as those little temptations pull things to the
beer.
ground. So, thank you very much for playing. We won't delve out any experience points at this time, but we will give you an opportunity to create brand new characters for next time.
I had so much XP too.
Oh, there.
All my XP was fighting the humans.
As
Oh.
we start to wrap this up, I will ask, how were you enjoying The Walking Dead?
I had fun. I really liked it. I'd play more.
Honestly, this turned out perfectly how I expected it, because I didn't want to play Charles initially. I wanted to play the younger one to start.
Mhm.
So, like, this is great. Excellent. He's got backstory now. It all comes together.
Sure. And as we jump forward, you are welcome to borrow from any of these characters. We can flesh those out. We'll just be aging them up a bit, or invent new characters to bring in. We will be moving down south a ways. So in that time frame, maybe the farm doesn't hold up, or maybe they decide that the winters are too rugged down here, and we'll be restarting with the module that's in the little Walking Dead core rulebook. Now that we've had a chance to see some of the things there, we didn't do what I thought we were going to do today, but that's what players do when you do prep. So you guys are not going to get to meet the meek. You won't get to meet the assholes. And instead, we'll find the other factions in the group there. But thank you very much for playing with me. Hope we had fun. Walking Dead, Free League Fridays. Stress is bad. Don't let it build up on you. From there, swing by the Discord. This isn't a total TPK. One of the players got away, so I'm not adding this to my TPK list, but I will hit a few more marks on my checkmark for destroyed player characters. Awesome. Any comments that we want to throw out? Is there any other recruiting that we're doing at the moment that we want to carry forward with? Cool. I know we've got some of our charity games that'll be coming up for our Alex, help me out. No.
Oh yeah, next week we've got the Extra Life tabletop weekend. I guess I could use a player or two probably for Sunday night's D&D game.
Okay.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 14th.
Cool. So if you'd like to play with us, swing on by. That one will be for charity. We'll be collecting for Extra Life. I think the link on that one is, if not up in the Discord, on the Extra Life set there. There you go. And otherwise, swing by, have some fun, and let's go invent some new characters that we can roll more attacks on this die roll here. Thanks, everybody. See you again. Have a great night.
Night.
Ba-dum-bum.
Night.
Have a good night.